And after I'm finished deploying, I'm going to make sure that all my my unit champions are at the top of the or at the front of the units, because you want to make sure that they get those extra attacks. And same with you. You want to make sure that your champion is up front, and also want to make sure that your to keep note of where your banner is and stuff like that, because obviously as a demon unit, that is like your most important model.
Yeah, and we're talking about the one that's inside the blood letters there, because they have like okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And then I'm going to go ahead and place my tree, my feculent gnarl maw, and I'm going to place it right there in the middle, a little closer. So I have to be an inch away from other terrain. So I think that this guy is an inch away from this terrain. Oh yeah, we're good. Cool. So what that does is basically, if you end up within like, I think it's 3 inches. Let me check. But if you end up within a certain distance of it, you can take mortal wounds and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it allows me to move and charge.
That's nice.
I meant run and charge, not move and charge. Okay, so you're automatically going to have the option to go first or second, which I'm assuming you'll choose to go first.
Right. I mean, it seems like I won't be able to get range on the first turn, though, you know?
Well, it depends, because don't forget how your ability works. Because you're a maxed out murder host, you're going to get one as the game starts, and then you're also going to get one in your first hero phase.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
I'm trying to understand. So, like, before the game even begins, and then the first hero phase, right? Okay, I'm just going to my rules to double check how that reads.
Yep, I was about to say, I'm going to go ahead and read it too, just to make sure that I'm correct.
Can barely be restrained. After setup has been completed. Yeah, after it's been completed. Roll 2 dice.
Yep.
Cool. And then, if the murder host contains maximum number of units at the start of the battle, then you can repeat this process in each of your hero phases. Jeez. All right, well, yeah, I'll go first. So the setup is complete. I'll go ahead and roll my 2d6. And this will be the insatiable bloodlust. I get a 4. Okay, so I'm going to move my whole army 4. I'll go ahead and let's see if we can recall.
Not your, just remember, only the things in that battalion.
Right. So recall. And now everybody that's within that battalion within 8 inches of the Skullmaster, which is going to be everybody but the characters. And I'm going to get a 4-inch move right now. So just making sure I pretty much just can take this guy's. There's 4. Okay, and then 2, 2, 2. All these guys.
Okay, so also I'm going to roll on my Nurgle table to see what cycle of corruption it is.
Okay.
So,
do you think, just out of curiosity, would you get to choose turn after you made this 2d6 roll?
So yeah. My understanding is that it says after setup. That one's kind of an iffy one. I'm not 100% sure, because once setup is complete, the next part is determining who's going first, I think. Right. So it would all have to depend on how exactly the rules are written. But I'd probably say yes without having read them. But yeah, obviously you would need to look into it a little more.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And
the cycle of corruption is 3. Son of a bitch. Okay. So it is the burgeoning. So I'll roll a dice for each unit within 1 inch of a terrain feature at the start of my hero phase, and on a roll of a 5 or more, they'll suffer a mortal wound.
Okay.
So meaning, like, if you're within 1 inch of any terrain features on the board, you have a chance to take mortal wounds.
There's a lot of terrain features on the board, though.
Apparently, Nurgle got here ahead of time, and that's just how it works.
Gotcha. That's gross. So there's not much avoiding that, I don't think.
True, but an inch really isn't that big, so a lot of your units can stay an inch away, and it's really not that big a deal.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And also, you only have a chance of taking one single mortal wound on a 5-up per unit. So
okay.
really, like, over the course, since your units are, not like, since your units are multiple models of stuff like that, it's not that big a deal. Just don't put your heroes near terrain. That's really the only thing I would suggest.
That makes sense. When does that happen again?
In my hero phase.
Okay. All right. So cool. So that has happened. Now it would be time for the first turn. And so we start with the hero phase, and I would roll 2d6 for the insatiable fury kind of thing.
Yep.
All right. This time we're going to get a 7. All right. So if I'm next to your can I kill your Narla or your
You
tree?
cannot. It's terrain.
All right. We're going to go up 7 here.
But you're only going to take damage from it in my hero phase. So, like, I think you're okay. Let me just make sure that I'm telling you correctly, but I'm pretty sure that you'll be fine as long as you just move away from it before the end of your turn.
Yeah, I can't believe I do this plus a movement. This is nuts.
Well, but think about how much you invested in that formation in order to get that.
Oh, sure. That makes sense.
So I was wrong, by the way. The trees do not just hit on my hero phase. They hit on both people's hero phase. But you have to be within 3 inches of them in order to get hurt. So
dang,
you're good. You're good for now.
Well, I'm heading right towards it, actually. But the hero phase happens before movement, so it's going to go down. I'm going to take damage.
Right. So you're fine right now because it's at the start of the hero phase. So, like, before you rolled your dice to move, it went off. And so you weren't near it when it went off. So you're good. So as long as you are more than 3 inches away from it, then you're fine during my hero phase. Granted, that's easier said than done, but...
Right. Okay. Just trying to find where all my models are here. This guy, this is number 3, so he should be here. Also,
if there's any way that you can keep the units separated, try to do that just so that you can we know who's who.
Yeah, I got numbers on them right now. They're numbered as in groups.
Oh, cool. That's perfect.
Yeah, and they were color-coded. They actually respond decently to color. I'll go back in there and mess with it in a minute.
Cool.
Let's see. So the idea here is I need to make a gap for my blood letters. Stop it. Okay. And these flesh hounds are having difficulty getting in the mix here. 2s. We'll go like this.
There is a space over here where they can get around the rocks.
Yeah, I start losing my my bubble though to be able to do things. So I'm concerned.
Oh, for sure. But I think that flesh hounds have a pretty decent move. So
okay, I'll try to compensate it on the movement phase here. Okay, so that is the hero phase ability. Now I'll have to do anything else that happens in the hero phase, like my spells and whatnot.
Exactly.
Okay, so I have Bronze Flesh to +1 save, and I have add 1 to hit rolls. So I'll take the Blood Crushers that are Blood Crusher 4 here, and I'm going to try to give them an additional... I'll start with the Bronze Flesh, giving them a +1 to their save. Need a 4+.
Sure.
Fail. So now I'll try to add 1 to their hit rolls with a 4+, and I get it. So they got +1 hit for the round.
And it's only on a 1 where that guy takes mortal wounds, right?
Yeah. Good reminder there.
Cool.
So that went down, and then now it would be time for any...
So, what did you give them that did go off? +1 to wound?
+1 to hit.
Oh, +1 to hit. Okay, cool.
Yeah, add 1 to hit rolls. And
I don't know how you're going to mark that, but make sure that you mark that so that we remember.
It's Blood Crusher Unit 4. So,
oh, right. I'm just saying that you remember that they have it, not...
Yeah, sure. I got a little spreadsheet open next to us, so I'll just put it there. Blood Crusher Unit 4.
Perfect.
Okay, and then now it's any other... Let's see, Portal of Skulls, 18-inch range, reroll, so that happens, Rage of Khorne. I'm trying to see what other abilities might go down right now, you know? That's related to my characters,
yeah, like
right?
this would be when you'd want to whip a unit if you want to do that.
Okay, let's check it out. Bloodstroker?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, let me get to him. Bloodstroker, here you are. So, in your hero phase, pick 1 Khorne unit within 12 of this model. Until your next hero phase, you can add 3 to all run or charge movements. Okay? So within 12. And then that's going to be the Bloodstoker. So there he is. Check 12. You know, I'm going to give it to the Bloodletters. I'll go ahead and whip the Bloodletters. Cool. And what else do I got? You with me there, Pat? Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, I still hear you.
Cool.
Also, something that I want to make sure that we go over. So I don't remember what specific artifacts and stuff you chose, but for me, my Great Unclean One is my general. He has the Grandfather's Blessing as his trait, which lets him move the table once per game, forward or backwards 1 space. And then he also has as his artifact the Wither Stave. So if you're within 12 inches of him, you have to re-roll your 6s to hit.
Oh, cool.
Just so that's something that you have to do if you're within 12 of him. And his spell is Favored Poxes, which goes off on a 7+. It has 14-inch range. I pick 1 unit, and they get -1 to their hit, wound, and save rolls until he moves or casts a spell.
Okay. It looks like my my adornments, the Crimson Crown and the Mark of the Slayer, they're just a bubble effect that don't matter about the hero phase.
Cool. Yeah. But like when it comes to my hero phase, that's when I'll go to cast that spell.
I got you. Choose units within 12. That's Whip Fury. Done my spells. Bloodsecrator. I don't think I need to do anything to open my portal or anything. We just run to his profile. Bloodsecrator. I'm sure we'll go quicker after this first couple turns here.
Oh yeah, dude. All good. I got all day, so I'm not worried about it.
Thanks. Units in your army within 18. Yeah, nothing to do with the hero phase for that. So pretty sure I got done what I needed to do. I did my 2 spells on my priest, or my 2 prayers. A little bit different than spells. And I did my whip on the Bloodletters. I think that's what I got going on. It's because I don't have any command abilities on my characters either, so there's nothing special to do that way.
Oh, so interesting that you reminded me about that. So right now you'll have 2 command points one because you took the battalion, and 1 because it's your hero phase. So you'll have 2 command points right now.
Okay.
What you can use those for. So even though your guys don't have any, there's a couple of generic ones that we hadn't talked about yet.
Yeah.
But what they are is you can spend 1 command point.
I cut out on me. I heard 1 command point so far.
Sorry. You have it's 1 command point to make a unit immune to Battleshock for a turn.
Okay.
So obviously with your banner, that's not necessarily what you'll always want to do, but because the banner only has, X amount of range,
right?
Then, if a unit gets outside of that banner range, you might want to be able to do that. So 1 command point can save a unit from Battleshock for a turn. 1 command point can give you a reroll on your charge distance for a turn.
Okay.
And then 1 command point can give you an automatic 6 for your run.
And do I need to determine? I need to determine that now. I got to spend those now, right?
So the charge one you use when you charge, the run one you use when you run, and the Battleshock one you use in Battleshock. So you don't have to do any of those now.
Okay, great. All right, well then that's good to know. So I think that we are ready for the movement phase then.
Hell yeah.
Looks like I got a 5-inch move with the bloodletters, and I can't. I don't think I have anything that allows me to move and charge or run and charge right now.
Correct. So when you go to move them, that's when you'll have to determine if you want to run.
Okay, I'll take a quick look here at distance. 9-inch charge with rerolls and whatnot. Plus, I have +3 to my charge due to my whipping them. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a regular move and hope I can score it with the +3. These trees are tricky. Let's see. Is those roots that I'm next to, is that going to account for my being within an inch of the terrain?
It would on those 2 models. Okay. However, I think you'd have trouble getting all of those units unless you like this guy right here. This flag dude right now is not in cover.
Yeah, not trying to get in cover, trying to avoid your ability. That
oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Then so
those roots count as being within an inch of the terrain, right?
Right. Okay. So it would, because that unit is so big, it's virtually impossible.
Yeah, cool. No worries. Blood Crusher 3, Blood Crusher 3. Cool. So these Blood
I also assure you I did not pick this terrain based on that rule.
No worries. Well, you rolled for it anyways, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. Blood Crushers have an 8-inch move, so we'll start with you. Oh, wow. Look how easy it is to get in a charge range.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. Just going to be fighting a bunch of Plague Bears, but hey, what can you do? Blood 2. Cool. So we'll go 8. Now, oh yeah, it's terrain, so I can go within 3 inches of the terrain piece, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So 8.
The only thing that you cannot do is you can't walk on it because it has a base.
Okay. And then we're going to take the Blood Crusher 4 unit, go up 8. We'll go this way. Blood Crusher 1's a little bit stuck, and it's also the biggest. So we're going to take the Fleshhounds next. They probably have an 8-inch move as well. Let's see. Their move is also 8. Okay, going up 8. And I'll take Blood Crusher Unit 1, and they're going to run. Blood Crusher Unit 1's going to run. So they get D6 run, only rolling a 1. That's terrible.
But for a command point, you can turn that 1 into a 6.
I'll go ahead and do that. Cool. Might as well. I'm Khorne.
And as far as I understand, there is no using one command point per turn or anything like that. So you can do that as much as you want, as long as you have command points for it.
That's pretty fun. Who needs abilities when you can do that? Swing. All right, so that'll come up the side there. Now I need to get the Skullmaster to be helping out the friends, and I'd like to stay an inch away from terrain pieces. He only has a 5-inch move.
Also, you want to stay 3 inches away from that tree, my tree.
Okay, 3 inches from that. So right there. So I'll just back up a little bit. Now he needs an 8-inch range to be able to help his friends out, which luckily my units are so spread out, so I'll just go this way a little bit to hit that.
Oh, so if you do that, then you're getting close to the other piece of terrain that could deal you a mortal wound.
That's
just
true.
FYI.
Right. I might need to do it if I want to be able to use my ability.
It's only on a 5-up, so it's not something that you have to be terrified of.
Right.
And it's only one mortal wound, no matter what.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the sacrifice just to be able to hit this other unit of blood crushers on the first hero phase. This
cool.
Unit, well, that unit will be out of range. Oh, no, they're right there. It's a big-ass unit. Perfect. Then let's just check these hounds. Just checking my bubbles right now.
You're good.
Go a little bit like this. Double check 3. All right, I'm 3.1 away from your Narlock. Looks like those flesh hounds up front are going to get out of range. They're going to charge anyways and probably get out of range. A lot of these guys will. So we'll just roll with that. These flesh hounds here.
Did you want that one blood crusher to be more than 3 away from the...
They're going to charge, so that'll be okay. Hopefully.
I'm talking about for the 6-man unit.
Oh, this being away from the terrain?
From this particular, the tree.
Oh, I gotcha. I guess I could.
Yeah. I just want to, if that was your intent, I want to make sure that you get a chance to do that.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it, but there we go. These flesh hounds here are a little bit trapped as well. There's a lot of line of sight blocking if I want to go around. Yeah, tight quarters.
Another thing is that Age of Sigmar is supposed to be played with more terrain because terrain affects the game in a different way than it does in 40K.
Yeah. I'm actually just going to nook up. I'm not going to move them too much. Just going to try to nook into this piece of terrain feature here so that I can try to move them with my Battle Battalion ability. Sort of scooting in a little bit. Definitely not using their full range of movement, but excuse me. Yeah, tight quarters. All right, Blood Secretor. He has like an 18-inch bubble.
If you would have won the dice roll and would have been able to pick my side, you'd have 2 lanes where you could go as opposed to just the one. Like, it's longer for you to have to go around the rocks to the my left because you have to go around the long side first. Whereas for me, I could go up that side and sweep in, and it really not be as big a deal.
Yeah, I did another auto 6 run on my Blood Secretor.
Okay, cool.
Bloodstoker's going to move up 5. I guess he could run as well, just not with an auto 6. He gets 5. So go up into the mix a little bit. And luckily being next to all these heavy amounts of models, it's going to be -1 to any shooting on my characters, as a reminder of myself.
True.
Slaughter Priest 1 gets 4. Slaughter Priest 2 gets 4. So
as long as so the important part about that is you have to have 8 wounds or less. I'm sorry, not 8 wounds or less. You have to have less than 8 wounds. So I think that all your guys fall into that. I just want to make sure that.
Nice, yeah.
Like my Great Unclean one doesn't get it. If you shot him, there's no minus.
That makes sense. Okay, so everyone's moved. Is it now the shooting phase?
It is now the shooting phase, yes, sir.
Okay. I really don't think I have any guns. I'm not positive. But I don't think so.
I don't think that you do either.
Whee! Okay, let's go right into the charge phase. So cool. I will start with the Blood Crusher 3 here on the right side. And I'll go into that big-ass unit of Plague Bearers.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, let's see if I can make it. So 2d6 charge, right?
Yes, sir.
I get an 8. Number of Khorne. No problemo. First one's within a ½ inch. Now I have to
Now the thing that matters is the attack ranges. So.
Right. So they're probably only like an inch blood crit, but I'll have a 3-inch pylon, right?
Oh yeah, but the thing is, like, if you start charging in multiple units, you're only going to get 1, maybe 2 dudes in from each unit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm trying to take a look at that line here. I'm going to start because this guy is going to be able to engage with a pylon. I'll go ahead and put this guy. I'll go into the gap. All right, let's go with the bloodletters next. Okay, so the bloodletters get 3 inches extra because they were stroked with the whip or whatever. All right, and then I think I gave them a spell that gave them +1 to hit.
Cool. Wait, I thought you used the +1 to hit on the Blood Crushers.
Oh, I did. I'm trying to think of what I gave these. I just gave them the increased movement. Okay. So here we go. I get it.
You get there. So it's an 11.
Yeah. Cool. So let's see how this goes. So here is 9. Oh. So that's 9 inches. And then 10, 11. 10, 11. Alright, this guy's going 11. Nice. I feel like there's a host of abilities I have right now that I'm not quite keeping track of all.
I mean, it's pretty difficult, especially when you first start, to like really optimize it, but you'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, cool. Here's the rest of the 11. Okay. Do a little of that. There's a little bit of scoot going on. All right, so yeah, not too many are going to get to fight there. So now we're going to do these Blood Crushers with the extra attack, or the +1 to hit, that is.
Yep.
And they'll make their charge. Getting a 7.
They're definitely in.
Cool. Start with the first guy. I want to make room. Of course, I can always pile in to the left a little bit. Okay. And then we'll go. This is crazy. All right, then the other Blood Crushers will charge.
You're basically charging with your entire army on turn 1.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. All right. I mean, that's like the whole thing I wanted to do.
Well, good thing, because
it's happening pretty naturally here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Blood Crushers over here, they've ran, and I believe the Fleshhounds had to as well. No, they didn't run. There was someone else.
I was going to say, I don't think they did.
Yeah, it was the Blood Crushers. All right, so Fleshhounds are going to try to charge. They get an 8 as well. Look at all these. Dude, it's like first game. Khorne wants it everywhere. He's like, I love it. Yes, George, blood for the blood god. Go. Okay. That was pretty awesome. I don't see any other charges, so let's see what happens now. So
okay.
I feel like I have like potentially mortal wounds I cause when I'm within combat.
Yep, the Blood Crushers have an ability. When they successfully charge, you're going to roll a 4-up for units that are within 1 inch of them, aka this Plague Bearer unit and this Marauder unit for this one, and then the Plague Bearer unit for the other 2.
Yeah.
And on a 4-up, they're going to take D3 mortal wounds.
Yep, and there's a formation that Stampede will make it a 2. Like I guess it's D6 if I have a 6. Well, and if like my 6 model unit, which didn't make it, if they would have made it, it'd be D6 if I was successful. Okay, cool. And then it becomes like a 2+ success if you take a different formation.
Right.
Okay, so let's start with the Marauders on a 4+. They're going to take D3.
How many are they taking?
They're taking 1. And then I'll go ahead and roll 2 for the 2 other Blood Crushers that engage with the Bearers.
Yep.
You're going to take 1 success there, which is D3, taking 3 on the Plague Bearers.
And then also for the Blood Crushers that affected the Marauders are also affecting the Plague Bearers, so do them as well.
Ooh, that's nice. Fails.
Okay, so just 3?
Yep.
Cool. And just like in 40K, Disgusting Resilience works against mortal wounds in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So I lose 2.
Oh, I just noticed that I have the Locus of Wrath. I can reroll all my failed hits if I'm within 8 inches of a character, which I don't think is going down anywhere. No, unfortunately, no characters are within 8 of my Blood Crushers. But I do have, let's see, so if I'm in 18 inches of the Blood Secretor, I add 1 to my attacks.
Only if he plants his flag, and he can only plant his flag when he doesn't move.
Yeah, okay. Let me take a look at that real quick, because I didn't really see the planting part. So Rage of Khorne. This ability affects Khorne units within 18 of the model at the start of the combat phase. When they attack, add 1 to the... Yeah, I don't really see the planting the thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't see where it says I have to plant anything. This ability affects Khorne units in your army within 18 of the model. When they attack, add 1 to the attack character.
It's under Portal of Skulls. In your hero phase, you can declare that this model opens up the Portal of Skulls. If you do, until your next hero phase, you may not move.
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
So it's what you have to use it in the hero phase, and he can't move if you do it.
Okay, 10-4. So that's not in play, and Bloodstoker's gone through. What else we got? We got the Slaughter Priest already active. Skullmaster. Okay, and you can pull models just like 40K to kind of stop more attacks if you pull them right.
Yes.
All right. Let's start with the Blood Crusher 4 that's in the center.
15.
And we are going to pile in with them. And I think for the sake of more bloodletters, we're going to have this one not get to attack.
Okay.
And so these 2 models here, jump back over to my profile. I have the Hellblade.
This is the one that has +1 to attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Plague Bearers, just like in 40K, they have a rule where if they're a big enough unit that they get a -1 to be hit. Okay. So they're -1 to be hit in close combat.
Okay.
So that'll basically offset your +1.
Okay. So I'm back.
And then. Yep. And then the Great Unclean one has that rule where if you're within 12 inches of him, then you have to reroll your 6s to hit.
Okay, got it. All right, so then looks like I get 3. So it looks like the Hellblade itself only gets 1 attack, while the Juggernaut's hooves get 3. So it's like 4 attacks per base.
That sounds correct.
Okay.
But the attacks are different because...
Right. Their profiles are different, right? Okay, so we'll start with the Hellblades then from the Riders. Only 2 attacks because 2 are in range. And 1 success, no 6s to reroll. And then to wound, I need a 3+.
Yep, and I don't do anything to that.
Okay, so and then it has a -1 rend. Now, is rends on 6s or that's just like it's AP?
Rend is the AP. Okay. Same thing.
So yeah, I just got a -1, but are you invulns or?
Yeah, well, so no, there's no invulns per se in this game. So even demons just have armor saves. So my Plague Bearers have a 5-up that they get base. So you're going to subtract 1 from that. So then it's going to be a 6-up.
Okay.
And I don't pass it. Do you do multiple damage with this?
Just says 1 damage.
Okay, so no multiple damage. And so I'm going to get 1 Disgusting Resilience to try and fix it, and my Disgusting Resilience saves it.
Nails it. Okay, so then now it's the mount.
Exactly.
Juggernaut, and looking for 3s with this one because of my +1 to hit.
Yep.
And now I'm looking for no 6s to reroll. Now I'm looking for 3s to wound with no rend.
Okay, so I've got 4 to take, and with no rend, so I'll get 5 up first, and then I'll get a 5 up Disgusting Resilience. So I don't pass any of my armor saves, and then Disgusting Resilience saves 2 of them.
All right, 2 are gonna eat it. All right, so let's see where you pull. On the next one, I'm going to go ahead and pile in my blood letters.
Well, hold up. Before you pile in, in Age of Sigmar, we go back and forth. It's not all chargers go first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So I have a chance now to swing.
Oh, that's wild and crazy.
It's different. So let me think. I might want to go with the Marauders because they are not the toughest things in the world. Where is their tiny little card? Okay, it's over here. Okay, and they have the Barbarian Axes. Let's see. What does the damned icon do? Reroll hit rolls of 1. Okay, cool. So I've got the Barbarian Axes. They're going to have 1 attack per dude, and the champion gets an extra 1. They have roll the dice before cast my piles in. I add a 1 to the roll if the unit is 21. Oh yeah, I forgot they did that. So I'm gonna roll a dice for my Marauders. On a result of 4+, they get an ability. They don't because I rolled low. Mm-hmm. So now they're gonna pile in. They only have 25 mil bases, so they should be able to swing through each other.
Okay. I just realized that I missed the sergeant or kind of the blood hunter guy on my guys who would have had.
Oh, cool. Then go for it.
I'll just throw an extra attack down.
Yeah, totally.
Needs a 4 up. Hits. Whoop. And fails to wound. So that's what happens when you forget things. It usually works out.
Cool. So I've got, looks like 8 dudes who can swing on your
Fleshhounds.
Fleshhounds, and then I got 1 dude to swing on your Blood Crushers. My champion will be against your Fleshhound.
Okay.
So I'm going to have 9 attacks on your Fleshhounds, and I'll have 1 attack on your Blood Crushers.
Cool.
This is the one on the Blood Crusher. I miss. And then we've got, there we go. That's 9. These need 4s and then 4s. So I got 4 hits, and
it's a trip how it doesn't even account for your toughness value.
It's different, that's for sure.
Yeah. So you need 4s to wound, and there they are, right?
Yep. So you have 3 to take.
5 up saves because no.
Yep. Because
yeah.
Let me make sure, but I'm pretty sure there is not. There is no rend.
Okay, so I make 1 success and 2 fails. So I'm going to take 2 damage, killing 1 dog.
Sweet.
Okay, and then it's back to me. I'll go ahead and try to do, since the Marauders are of attack now, I'm not as worried about them. So I'll go ahead and attempt to mess around with these blood letters here.
Exactly.
And I'm going to scoot over directly horizontal here.
Yep.
Make some room for the ones behind.
Oh, so before you do that, just FYI, you can't quite do that exact thing. You have to end up, I think it's, you might want to check the rules on this, but I'm pretty positive it's closest model, not closest unit. So you have to end up the same distance from the closest model.
Ah, okay. That definitely
So like
makes a difference.
you can't move between plague bearers, but you could circle the plague bearers if you had space to do so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I follow you. Then I'll go like this.
Now, yeah, totally. That as long as he ends up closer to this one plague bearer, then you're gold.
Right. So I have to go.
He
Like
could
that.
even because he was further. Yeah, you could
okay.
even do that.
Okay.
Exactly.
I see. Now I just need to end up closer to this guy, which I will be right here. Okay, interesting.
Perfect.
Cool. And then we'll go up 3 and 3, 3. Do a little scoot. Okay, but he's out of range. So it looks like now these bases are probably not 25 mil. So it still only really looks like the very front line would have it, right? Would you say?
So if you can get guys in between, so like it's really hard to get it perfect on this. So we'll just play with intent. But if you can get your guys in between two dudes, so like not, it's hard to describe what I'm trying to say.
I follow you in like this little gap here. That's like where the circles are side by side. There's that little empty spot that you can kind of put your base into.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, and I follow you. So we'll just do a little. I'll just say 3 guys can make it into those little gaps there.
Sure. I think you could probably even have gotten this one dude on the side. So I think 9 swing or 9 bloodletters attacks.
Okay.
Sounds right.
I'll scoot the rest of these guys.
You will want to make sure to move these other guys up.
There we go.
Unless you want to lose them.
Doesn't seem like a good idea. All right, so there's those guys. So 9 bloodletters. I'll jump to their profile. I'm sure it's just 1 attack a piece. It's probably very.
It is to start, I think, but there's a lot of ways to give them extra attacks.
Yeah, in fact, I know that I know the one guy can, but I have to put down the banner. I have the Crimson Crown as well as giving extra attacks. Let's jump over to that.
What does that do?
8-inch bubble extra on 6s become extra attacks. So that's from the Skull Master, and I actually am probably within 8. I could definitely keep a guy back a little bit.
And you definitely could be.
Yeah. So let's do that. So on 6s they become extra attacks that I can take from the Crimson Crown.
6 is to hit or 6 is to wound?
I believe it's to hit.
Okay, so just remember that will also interact with my rule that makes you re-roll your 6s.
That's cool. And then Mark of the Slayer. Let's double check what that was, 'cause I can't remember. That was my other artifact. Here we go. Blessings. You can reroll hit rolls of 1 for units within 8 of the bearer. And so that is on my Blood Secrator.
Cool.
And he is right here. And he would need to be within 8. That's another one that I could do. So
you could, totally. So if you, that I'm cool with that. But remember, 1 inch coherency.
1 inch. Jeez. Crazy. Okay, cool. All right, so let's just, because, I did a command point to get this guy an auto 6.
Totally cool. Yeah, not a problem.
Cool. All right, there we go. We'll do a little line like that then to make it happen. So that means I get to reroll 1s.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and anything, I think there's something in addition for being over 20 models as well.
I believe so. I think they get +1 to hit.
That's true. Yeah, so I become 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s, which become 4s, back to 4s to hit because you're -1 to hit.
Right. But the reason that's so cool was because just like in 40K, if you had a similar rule, like when you get extra attacks on your 6s, all of a sudden with +1 to hit, that's 5s now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure. Okay, so in this case, that is 5s.
It would be, except for I also give you a -1.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
So,
yeah. Okay, things are happening. All right, so 1 attack apiece, 9 guys. 1, 2.
And they're going to be re-rolling their 1s to hit and their 6s to hit.
Yes, okay. Got 2 6s. I'll go ahead and re-roll those first. Okay, can't reroll.
And then the 2 1s also. Yep.
Cool. And so I need 4s to hit. And then I need 3s to wound.
And I don't have anything for that. And I believe they do something, the Hellblades do something on a wound to 6.
So far I know that I'm -1. Let's see. Can we roll hit rolls of 1? No. Gortrans icon. Let's see. If you roll a 1 when making Battleshock, if you hit roll of 6 or more, the blow inflicts a mortal wound instead of regular damage.
Oh, it's on a hit roll of 6, so you didn't. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So
none of those then.
That didn't come into play this time, but
Yeah.
you have 6 wounds.
Yep, -1s.
So I'm going to get 6 ups, and then what I don't pass, I will get a 5 up for. So that sucks. And then I get 5 ups. So I pass 1. So I lose 5 dudes.
All right. Okay. I got I'm streaming just for prosperity. Ice Wolf said my mic was down a little bit, so I got that taken care of. Ice Wolf, I'm learning how to play Age of Sigmar thanks to Pat teaching me here. Playing some Khorne. Khorne versus Nurgle. Okay, so now that happened, and that was the blood letters. Do I consolidate like 40k or not?
We'll have to look in the rules. I don't think that you do, but again, I'm not super familiar with 2.0.
Okay, I'll just stay put for now. Now you will fight because it goes back and forth. I'll double check the rules. See if I can spot it.
Oh, something cool. If you kill 2 more plague bearers, I lose that -1.
That should happen with my whole army charging you like that.
I also think that is likely.
Yeah.
But fortunately, you only have 2 more units of blood crushers to go, right?
Yes.
Cool. So anything can happen. You never know.
Right.
And I could roll a 1 on my Battleshock.
True.
But we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the plague bearers to swing now.
Now, does it matter? There's something that I had. I don't think this should affect that roll at all, but it says I have a hornblower in here, and your opponent must re-roll battle test of 1 for units that are within 6. Ooh, there you go.
Yep, I also have that applies to me. Correct.
Yeah. Cool. So that makes it a little bit more difficult to roll that 1.
Okay, so now we've got the plague bearers all moved up, and we're gonna start trying to punch you back. Except for we don't hit very hard, so yeah, us. We have the Spoilpox Scrivener, which I think just lets us reroll 1.
Okay.
Yeah, he has reroll. Reroll hit rolls of 1 for our plague bearers. Okay, and then so the plague bearers actually have a locus of fecundity that I haven't been doing, but my bad. They reroll save rolls of 1. That does not include their disgusting resilience, but it would be on their battle shocks, which is kind of cool. Not battle shocks, they're saves.
Yeah, I got you.
So, and in the same way, I also have a model, the Piper, that makes you reroll your battle shocks of 1. Not that it'll come up all that much, but could happen. You never know.
Yeah, it's just free. Like, you can just take it, right? I mean, like, why not take the hornblower?
You absolutely should. Yeah, there's no reason for you not to.
Yeah.
So it looks like I'm going to have 6 plague bearers swinging on your 3 blood crushers over there on the left. My left, your right.
Okay.
And they're going to have 1 attack apiece. So I've got 6 attacks that hit on 4s and wound on 3s. So not very many hits. And let's see how many wounds I can get. Looks like 1.
And this is against who again?
The blood crushers.
Okay. But I want you to attack my blood letters so that I can use my gore-drenched icon.
What does that do?
The same thing as yours. I might be able to roll a 1 and get more blood letters.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So 1 attack, one wound on these blood crushers.
Okay, blood crushers have a 4+ save. I did not.
And there's no red in it.
Okay. I get it. I got a 5.
Perfect. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 9 plague bearers with the champion in on your guys.
Okay.
Specifically the blood letters.
Cool. Yeah, do some damage here.
So we're going to have 10 attacks. 10 super scary, not very good attacks. Yep, we have 4 hits.
Okay.
And then looks like it's going to be 3 wounds on the blood letters.
All right, so I doubt the blood letters have a 4+. Let's see. Blood letters, they have a 5+. So yeah, I lose 2.
Yep.
Cool. I'll take them from the middle here. 1, 2.
Then I have 3 plague bearers that can swing on your second unit of blood crushers.
I was really surprised to see the blood letters have a bravery 10 leadership, you know?
All demons have 10 in this game.
Yeah, that's badass.
It's because, like, what's going to...
Oh, I've
the
always...
demons are, like, the scariest thing, so...
Yeah, for sure.
I got 1 wound on this middle unit of blood crushers.
All right, 4+. Nope, take a wound, so I'll mark that on the guy in the back here.
And then I got, looks like 3 attacks on the last unit as well. So we got 2 hits, and then these wound on 3. Ha! No wounds.
Nice.
So we are done with that plague bearer unit.
All right. So now I will go ahead and do the... It really doesn't matter now because everything else just happens pretty much because you don't have anything left to respawn with, right?
Yep.
But I guess basically like how you pull your models could matter.
Now, something that does matter is I
don't know if you're talking right now. Oh, okay. You're just measuring. So I've done my +1 unit. Pat, are you talking? I can't hear you, bud.
Sorry, did you hear any of that?
No. Still not hearing you.
Sorry, dude. I must have hit a button on my phone. These flies right here,
Yeah.
they are within 3 inches of this blood crusher, and they are also within 3 inches of the flesh hounds. So they will get a chance to pile in and attack if they can reach.
Okay. Cool. Is that'll happen after the next? That'll be like an activation. Yep. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, let's go ahead and start out with the flesh hounds then, so we don't lose any more of them. We'll jump over to the flesh hounds, and they are 4 attacks of flesh hound. That's pretty cool. I'll take that. So we got 4 flesh hounds. Now they only have an inch range, so I'm gonna have to pile in. So 3. Looks like I might just barely have an inch on that. All right, so 4 dudes times 4, 16, 4, 8, 12, 16. And I don't think I have anything that's going to allow these guys to get bonuses. No. You can reroll failed unbinding. The unit can attempt to unbind. You can reroll failed charges. Okay, cool. So I'm looking for 3s to hit and 4s to wound with these guys.
So don't forget the great and clean one is within 12, so you're gonna be you're gonna have to reroll your 6s to hit.
Okay, and does your because you were above 20 at the start, you're still -1, right?
On the Plague Bearers, yes, but on the Marauders, no.
Oh, okay. So okay, on the Marauders then, 3s to hit, 6s reroll. Okay, there's the 6s, reroll them. Cool, no rerolls. Anything else? Good roll. And now.
And what do they wound on?
4s to wound. Okay, you got 6 wounds that are no rend.
Sweet. The Marauders are going to have. So the Marauders have shields, so they're going to get a 5-up save.
Okay.
Nice. So I'll take 3.
Cool. Okay, and then you'll have a chance to move in with those plague drones, huh?
Yes, sir, and I'm definitely going to do it. Because they are not the nicest things in the world.
Right. Makes sense.
So I'm going to put them all into the Flesh Hounds.
Okay.
So
I mean, if it means anything to you, these Blood Crusher 2s haven't fought yet.
Oh, no, that's fine. They are going to be in a spot where they could, in theory, hit the one of them could only hit the Blood Crushers, is my point.
Yeah.
Because their bases are so big and the Plague Bearers' bases are big. That it wouldn't be possible for me to. These things are the worst. We understand that this guy is right in that corner.
Yeah. If you have the ability to hold down your right click, it'll scoot him along the bottom. Like hold
That's
down your,
true.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
And okay, so they are within 7 inches of a hero, so they're going to get +1 to all their attacks for the Plague Drones, that is.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 3 Plague Drones that all their attacks are within 1 inch, so only the first 3 are going to be able to swing. Let me make sure. Stings another hit, lash at their foes or foul mouth parts. Okay. Okay, so we got some Plague Swords first, so they're gonna get 2 attacks per dude, so it's gonna be 6 attacks total on the Plague Swords. And then they're gonna hit on 4+ and wound on 3+. So I got 4 hits, and then. So that's 3 wounds to take on your puppies.
Okay. Whoop. 2 wounds go through. It's taking another dog down.
Cool. And then I have my mouth parts, is what it's called. Which is a dumb name, but okay. And they have 2 attacks base. So it's going to have a total of 9 attacks. They're going to hit on 3s and wound on 3s. Looks like 4.
Another one dies.
Okay, and then I'm going to have 6 attacks with my Venomous Sting. These ones are special. They hit on 4s, wound on 3s. They have a rend characteristic of 1, but they all do D3 damage.
Okay.
So, nice. That's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
We got a wound on 3s. So, and then this is going to be -1 to your save, and any that go through is D3 damage.
All right, they all go through.
Okay, so it's going to be a total of 3, 6, 7 damage.
They did.
Hear my drones roar.
Nice. Good roar. Good roar. Okay, cool. So let's go to these blood crushers here. Did you have a single attack towards them, or did you put everything into the dogs?
Nope, I put everything into the dogs.
Okay. So these blood crushers will go, I'm going to pile in, and looks like one of them will be fighting against the Marauders, and the other 2 will go against the Plague Bearers.
Sounds good.
Let's go ahead and do the Marauder. Now, I do have a Blood Hunter in here. He's in the middle, so he's going to go against the Plague Bearers still. We'll start with the Marauders, though. So 1 attack from the Hellblade. Looking for 4s, hits. Looking for 3s, wounds. Oh, wait, I rolled a 6, I think. So
if you rolled a 6 to hit, make sure to re-roll it.
Okay, I re-rolled it, and I wounded.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So the Marauder is going to get -1, right?
Yeah.
On the Hellblade? Okay,
Yeah.
so he's going to get a 6 up, which he does not pass, and he doesn't get any extra save.
Okay.
So he's out of there.
Here's the Juggernaut. No 6s, no re-rolls. So I've already done that thing. Cool. Not within any characters. Okay, cool. So 1 hit from the Juggernaut and 1 wound from the Juggernaut. No AP.
Cool. So he'll get a 5 up. And he fails like a chump. So he also dies.
Get out of here. All right, cool. Now the other 2 will go into the Plague Bearers. I'll do my 3 Hellblade attacks.
You're going to do -1 and still have to reroll.
Okay, gotcha. So from 4s to 5s, and they fail. And now the mounts will be 6 attacks. 3s going to 4s because of the -1. Reroll the 6. Fail. So 4 hits, and then looking for 3s. 3 wounds.
You got it, man. I hope I can pass these. I'm trying to keep that -1.
Yeah, I still got another attack out of that.
I know you do.
Okay,
so 1 passes of the first part.
And then your Facundi.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Oh, you just rerolled it. There you go.
Nice. So 2 pass out of the first part, and then I got a 5 up to see if that 1 guy dies. So we are 1 Plague Bearer away from taking my minus away.
Okay, cool. All right, last unit of Blood Crushers that are over here in the corner here. Looks like only 2 can fight. And we'll make the guy up front the Blood Hunter. Just didn't write it in yet. Blood Hunter. Yeah, this is great. I can't wait to like really hash out this list here using the Pilgrim.
Yeah, man.
And get my models all situated with the right rules inside. This is gonna be great.
Awesome, and it's another game you can stream.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just loving Khorne being awesome. It's like super fun. Because I got all the damn models, dude. It's like great. They've been sitting on the shelf forever. Okay, so cool. So now we're gonna do the Blood Hunter and his compadre. That'll be an extra attack for the Hellblade. 3 attacks total, -1 to hit. So instead of 4s, looking for 5s. Rerolling 6s because of your Great Unclean One. Failing all the Hellblades. So now comes the mount. I'm Twin Link, dog. Shoot.
6s.
6s the wounds are okay though, yeah?
Oh, was that to wound?
Yeah, this is the wound. This is the mounts.
Oh, so all your mounts hit all their attacks?
No, maybe I went too fast there. So 3s.
No, I could be wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I didn't see it. So
honestly, I was like talking and acting at the same time, so I don't really know. I think that's the hit.
Okay, well then just re-roll the 6s.
Yeah, I think that's what's the right thing. Cool.
So
and
1 hit.
1 hit, and then 1 wound.
That's all you need.
Yeah, you can save it though. 5-0 rolling once. Yeah.
5-0 rolling ones.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
All right.
5-0. Come on.
Yeah. Good times. All right, cool. So that looks like all of my charges. That was wild and crazy, dude. So now it's the Battleshock phase, which I also participate in with my loss of 2. Now, if I didn't put down my standard, so I'm not fearless yet from my whatever he's called, the Secrator. He has not done
right.
his
but because you're demons, you're almost all demons. The demons are bravery 10. So, and bravery works the exact same way that it does as leadership in 40K. So you've only lost 2 dudes. So you can't possibly lose enough. But you can still roll because you can roll that 1 and get your dudes back.
Here it comes. Oh, I got a 2. Damn the luck.
Okay, so I am also bravery 10, and I lost 11 models. So it's going to be dice plus 1 unless I happen to roll a re-rollable 1. I sure as shit don't. So I lose 7 more dudes.
Woo! No, hey, Mark and Nurgle, man. No big deal.
I'm actually kind of excited about that because it lets my characters get into combat.
Sure. Get them out of here. I'm excited about it too.
So I keep taking my champion and my flag off, which I don't intend to do.
Right.
That's why it's important to make sure that you have your guys placed correctly, which I did not. But so that's 5, 6, and 7.
Cool.
Okay, so that is all of the players, and the Marauders, I believe, are only like leadership 6, and they lost 6, so I think it's straight going to be D6 dudes. But let me check.
Oh goodness, is there any secondaries in these missions often, or like first blood and stuff, or?
Not that I'm aware of, but obviously, tournaments and you all can just make them up as you go.
There's a ton of missions, anyways, out there.
There for sure are. So the Marauder. Ooh, they're bravery 5, so it's dice plus 1.
Okay.
Here we go. 4. So 4 dudes are running away, which is the exact amount of the unit.
Woohoo! Battleshock. And because your turn hasn't began, now you would start the game if you had a war battalion, you could actually save their life right now. But since you don't, that didn't give you any bonus things before the game started.
Right, exactly.
But
I have no command points right now, so I can't save my guys.
Right.
And that's just how it is.
Right. But that'd be the benefit of taking a War Scroll Battalion, is you would start the game off with at least a command point to be able to apply to that, right?
Correct. And that's actually going to be, I think, coming into 2.0, I think that's going to be a big part of the game, is having at least 1 War Scroll Battalion, so that you can have the lower drops, and you get an extra artifact, and you get a CP. Like they're really incentivizing you to take those now.
Right, and it's interesting that they cost points on top of regular. And it looks like Battlescribe already had it updated. It used to be that the Murder Host was only 20 freaking points, and they added 100 to it. So now it's 120 to take my War Scroll Battalion.
Yep, because it was insane at 20 points.
Yeah, it's stupid cheap, dude. It was like comparatively to everything else being as expensive as it is.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, and I've done my battle shocks, you've done your battle shocks. And now, because of your blood tithe, you had a unit that died and I had a unit that died. So you're going to get 2 points.
True. Okay, that means that I could do a Spell Eater Curse or a Bloody Exemplar. Select a Khorne hero from your army that has command ability on their War Scroll and immediately use the command ability. If this model is your general, that can use another command. Okay. I think this happens in every hero phase anyways, huh? Like I have the option to utilize it in both yours and mine, I think.
I think that is correct.
Cool. So I could automatically unbound a spell before attempting to deny it otherwise.
Yep, but something that's interesting about your points is that when you use any amount of them, they all go away. So you can't, you don't have leftovers. numbers.
Yeah, just like Demon can.
Right.
Yeah, I'll probably. That's what I was curious about the summoning thing, because I think I'd rather take my free model once I get to 8.
And as you can see, stuff dies, so
Yeah,
it is
like,
not impossible for that.
It's anything like, okay, Bloodthirster, no big deal.
100%. So, now we're going to have my turn.
Cool.
So in my hero phase, at the beginning of my hero phase, everything that's within 1 inch of a piece of terrain, which looks like most things, probably not everything, but most things are within 1 inch of terrain, are gonna, on a 5-up, take a 1 mortal wound. So is there anything that's not within 1 inch of terrain?
I can't see anything that's not.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have this dice ready, and then you tell me a unit. Exactly.
Yeah. All right, 6-man Blood Crushers.
They are not taking one.
All right, these Blood Crusher 2s up here.
They are not taking one.
Blood Crusher 4.
They are taking one.
All right, down to 2 on this guy because I already had a wounded model. Bloodletters.
Nope.
Okay, Blood Crusher 3.
Nope.
Fleshhounds.
Yes.
All right, and the other unit of Fleshhounds.
Nope.
Okay, and then Slaughter Priest.
He is.
All right, the other Slaughter Priest.
Nope.
Bloodstoker.
He is.
Okay, and the Bloodsecrator.
He is not.
Okay, and Skullmaster.
He is not.
Okay, cool. That should be everybody. Yep.
But I think it's pretty cool. Like, just for being a Nurgle army, I got like 4 mortal wounds out of that.
No, it's pretty cool for sure. Yeah. All right. So
obviously, not every table will have as much terrain, so it's not always like that, but still cool.
Yeah. So 4 to 5. Okay, cool. So I got these marked for you.
Sweet. And I'm going to look in my book to see how I get contagion points now. So let's see. Cycles. Okay. Guard number goal. Okay. Let's see how this works. Okay. At the start of each of your hero phase, I receive 3 contagion points if there are any friendly Nurgle. So I get 3 for having Nurgle models in my own territory. Yay me.
Cool.
I get I would get 3 if I had Nurgle models in my opponent's territory. I don't right now, so I don't get that one. Mm-hmm. If there are no enemy models in the same territory as friendly Nurgle models, I would receive an extra 1, but there's a bajillion Khorne dudes in mine. So, and then in addition, I receive D3 contagion points for each feculent Gnarl Maw that has no enemy models within 3 of it. So are any of your guys near my tree?
Looks like this Bloodletter may have gotten there. Nope, I'm out of it. I'm out of 3.
Okay, so then since nobody's within 3, I get D3 models or D3 contagion points on for having that tree.
Nice.
So I'm going to have 6 contagion points.
Cool. To get you up to rampant disease. Nice. Nurgle, man, this shit is crazy cool, dude. I love it.
Right? I love how like fluffy it feels.
Yeah, for sure. Like every like stat that your like stuff has, it takes a little bit of extra reading, but like everything has like they explain like how it plays into the lore of like why their ability is what it is. Right.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay, so for example, okay. Then the cycle of corruption changes on the battle round, not on my turn. So we're still in the one where all the forests try to kill you. So we're still there, and
Cool.
then we have I guess my hero phase. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and cast a spell with my Great and Clean one. I'm gonna try and cast whatever it's called. Let's see. It's called Favored Poxes. I'm gonna try to cast it on the Bloodletters. It needs a 7+ to go off, and if it goes off, you're gonna be -1 to hit, wound, and save until my Great Unclean One moves or casts another spell.
I don't like that.
I'm actually not gonna start off with that spell because he has another spell.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's interesting because in my mind I was telling myself, right, well, he's not gonna cast another one with that guy, so.
He can cast 2 spells per turn, so there's no reason for me not to try.
Yeah, start with the other one.
Okay, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to use Plague Wind. So it needs a 7 to go off. If it successfully goes off, I pick a point within 14 inches of the Great Unclean One, and then I draw a line through it. Any units that get hit by it take D3 mortal wounds, and Nurgle ones heal D3.
That's awesome. Oh, my God. Crazy.
But it needs a 7 to go off, so let's see. I sure shit do not get that off.
Is there any is there any perils in this or not?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no risk for magic.
Okay, cool.
So my guy's gonna try and cast the thing I said before on the Bloodletters.
Okay.
And he gets a 10.
Now, I really don't like that power, and I don't think I can deny a 10, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Blood Ties and automatically get rid of that.
You got it, dude.
So I'm back to 0.
Cool. So now that there's that, what else are we gonna do? And since that didn't go off, my Great Unclean One can try to get into combat because he wants to fight too.
Yeah, that's how Khorne wants it.
So I think we are done in the hero phase. No. So my Horticrux Slimux or whatever his name is, the dude on the snake, he can plant a tree. So you can plant one of the Nurgle trees in his turn.
Cool. You're all like in tune with nature and stuff this game, man.
Yeah, dude. I love trees. Just can't get enough.
You should play some of that.
So he has to he can only do it once per game, and I can do it in the hero phase. I'm technically supposed to do it at the start of my hero phase, but whatever.
Okay, yeah.
So he has to put it you can set up within 3 inches of him and more than 1 inch away from other models.
Okay.
So he's going to set up a tree right over here.
Crazy. I know it's not going to take you long, but while you're moving and whatnot, I'm going to grab a quick smoke, man. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Cool. Okay, looks like I'm still alive. Yep.
Cool. So I actually wasn't able to place the tree, so I'm not going to do it just yet because it has to be more than an inch away from all other models and terrain. So I don't actually have enough space to place the tree where I'm at now.
Okay. Cool.
So that's something for the future.
Yeah. 10-4.
Cool. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on with the rest of my phase. So we're going to have the Great Unclean. He is the Great Unclean one is movement 5. So he's going to try and get in on these blood crushers over here. This guy can't really move a lot. This guy has a move of 8, so we're going to have him sit outside of 3 of these blood crushers.
Okay.
However, these plague bears, ooh, there's actually a good little spot. I noticed that under this tree right here, it's actually open, so my plague bears could potentially get in on the side of your bloodletters.
Okay.
So they're not going to do that this turn, but they are going to run this turn. So,
and of course, you gained a command point at the start of the hero phase. Yeah.
Exactly. So the plague bear. The plague bears are movement 4, and I rolled a 5, so they're going to go ahead and move 9 inches.
Okay.
Now, what would have been sick is if I had the space to plant a tree right there, they could theoretically charge even though they ran, which would have been great.
Right.
But obviously, that did not work out. But they were able to go pretty far. So if I happen to win the double turn, then all of a sudden things get interesting.
So describe that. You're saying that we roll off our turn each round?
Exactly. So next, at the end of my turn, when we go into the next battle round, we're going to roll off, and whoever wins that roll decides who goes first and who goes second in the round.
Oh, another awesome difference there.
It's huge, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be less so in 2.0 because they're adding some mechanics to make it so that double turns don't happen as often. But like getting double turned in 1.0 can be like you can straight up lose the game because your opponent won that roll.
Yeah,
it's gross.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. This game is wild.
This dude is going to, because that unit of plague bears over there is kind of dying, so he's going to just come up here and hang out with his friends. This guy is going to come over here, like that, just so that there's enough space for the Great and Clean One to get in if he can, and he has room to plant a tree if he needs to. So, and then these guys are already in combat, so they can't move. So we're going to go into our shooting phase.
Okay.
And these 6 dudes are going to shoot at the blood crushers they're in combat with.
Right.
So I'm going to have 12 attacks total. And they're going to hit on 4s, and they're going to wound on 3s, I believe. Let me check. So they are going to hit on 4s, wound on 3s. That was correct. So I got 50%, which is average. And then I get...
Ouch.
Terrible. That's okay. So, looks like 2 for you, sir. No rend.
All right, so 5s, where you at? 4s, okay. 1 takes a wound.
So there you go.
Cool. It is so.
Now my Great and Clean One is gonna vomit on you.
Okay.
So he is going to. It does D6 attacks. They hit on 3s. They start wounding on 2s because he hasn't been hurt yet. And then they're rend 2, so you're not going to get a save against this. He's going to do it on the Bloodletter.
Okay.
Your Blood Crushers would get a save, though. They'd get a 6 of them.
Right.
So, nice. And then these hit on 3s. Nice. I wish I rerolled 1s.
Yeah.
And then here you go. Wound on 2s. So that's 4 dead Bloodletters.
Alrighty. So it shall be. I'll take them from the middle again because I want to stay within range of my. I don't really need the extra movement at the beginning of the battle round, but I'll still pull from the middle here.
Right.
1, 2. I need to keep my 1 inch of coherence here, else I'll have to end up killing a bunch of shit.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay. So I'm reading all the other stupid rules that this Great and Clean One has.
Right.
Oh, cool. So he is done, and I believe that is the end of my shooting phase. So now we're going to fight.
Okay.
So first off, the Great and Clean One is going to charge. He probably needs a 3.
Yep.
And he rolls an 8.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a problem for him.
Khorne wants it.
Well, it's a good thing that Khorne wants it because he's going to get it. And then these guys are going to pile in 3s.
Okay.
That also means I'm choosing them to go first. By the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So these guys are piling in 3. And so I've got, they're still within 7 inches of a hero, so they still get a billion attacks. So we're going to start off with their plague swords. So they're going to have 6 attacks.
This is like 3 models you're going to get to fight?
Correct. Because they were in combat already, I didn't get to charge them. Like if they have plenty of movement, so like if I got, say I clear out your Bloodletter or Blood Crushers with them, all of a sudden then they're pretty fast units, so they can start to go out and touch people.
Yeah, that's where that movement is key. Once again, like me putting you in combat actually denied you some attacks, so it looks like
100%. Yeah. So these hit on 4s and wound on 3s. Not, well, I was gonna say not bad, but not really anything. And then, so it looks like it's gonna be 1, and I forgot to do the champion's attack, so let's do his attack. He didn't hit, so just 1 from the plague sword. And there's no rend on that, so your Blood Crusher is fine.
Nice.
And then we're gonna have the mouth parts. It's a dumb name, but
mouth parts.
They're gonna hit on 3s and wound on 3s. Cool.
On me.
And there is no rend on this, so it's gonna be 3.
Oh, 3 wounds. That is going to take a blood crusher out.
And then we're going to have the stingers. And the stingers are gross. These are the scary ones. But, woo!
Nice.
I am on point with these. So that is going to be 4, sir, at -1. So you're going to get 5 ups.
Nice.
Ooh.
Take 1 wound.
No. It's D3.
Oh, D3. Oh.
That
Donkey. All right, cool. 3-4. Cool. All right, now it goes to me, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right. Because they've already attacked, they're not my biggest concern right now. I could try to lower your plague bears, but they're not that scary. I feel like I should probably attack your great unclean one. Even though I don't I don't get that many attacks though. What's your great unclean one like in combat?
He's gross. So let me look at his sheet.
So I'm thinking if I could hurt the plague bearers enough to be able to pile in more with my blood crusher, I get another model to attack, kind of thing.
So he has a bile blade, which is 3 attacks, 3 up, -1, 1 damage. He has the Doomsday Bell, which is 4 attacks, 4 up, 3 up, -1, 1 damage. And then a host of Nurglings, and so he gets some extra attacks. So he has like 7 attacks that do rend 1 damage.
It's not that crazy. Is he 3s to hit, 3s to wound?
He's not like disgusting, but he's really hard to move because he has a 4-up save base, and then he gets a 5-up on top of that. Also, when he charges on a 4-up, you're going to take D3 mortal wounds. You are not going to take that because that's great.
I think what I'm going to do is interesting. I'm just looking at my scenario. Like this blood, as much as I don't care about the drones right now, if I were to, well, I'm already connected to these plague bearers here, so I wouldn't even be able to pile in. I was thinking about how I could like pile in that way, but I'm stuck already right here because I want to be able to get this guy into combat, and that's not really going to happen. Yeah, okay, interesting. I think I'll go ahead and can I reduce the great unclean one's effectiveness by hurting him or not really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how many wounds do I got to do that?
So unlike Age of Sigmar, where they only have like 3 steps, and or other way around, other than 40k, where they only have like 3 steps. In Age of Sigmar, they have like 5 steps. So if you do, in order to get him to his next one, it will be on. You only have to do 4 wounds to him.
Interesting. Well, let's go and swing on him then. We'll take the blood crushers and swing on the great unclean one. Now it looks like let me check the distance here. Yeah, if I pile in, I'll be able to just barely doing that little gap scenario. Like I'm trying to, I don't know, maybe not. I don't think one can even fight him, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think that is correct because my plague bearer's base is a little too big.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all right. Let's do. Well, I can only do. All right, that's it. We're gonna do the blood letters into the plague bearers first.
Okay.
So back to the 9 attacks again.
Yep.
And then last time I had some buffs on them. I can do reroll 1s. And I whip them, but that's not into play right now. So it's just reroll 1s. I thought the whip might be a double-edged ability there.
I think that the whip actually also gives them like reroll 1s to wound or something like that.
That's if he charges himself, I think. Let's see. The Blood Secretor, add 1 to the attacks, but that's if I put my thing down. So not yet.
It's the Blood Stoker, not the Blood Secretor.
Right. So we'll go over to Blood Stoker. Because the Blood Secretor has to put down his banner thing first. Reroll 1s to wound. Okay, let's see. If your hero picks 1 Khorne unit until your next hero phase, you can add 3 to all run or charge rolls to that and can reroll wound rolls of 1. Okay, so maybe there's not reroll 1s to hit. I thought I had that going on. Oh, that's for being, I got +1 to hit because I'm over 20 models.
Yep.
Okay, so +1 to hit and reroll 1s to wound. All right, 9 attacks.
So you still have to reroll your 6s, but you don't get a -1 on this.
Okay, and is it reroll 6 to hit and a wound or?
Just to hit.
Okay, 4, 8. So now my 5s. Oh, that was the thing, as I had extra attacks on 6s.
Right. So now it's 5s and 6s.
Right. I'm trying to remember where that came from, though. I think that was my psychic ability.
The crown, right?
Oh, the Crimson Crown, right. Okay, cool. And the Crimson Crown is on the Skullmaster. Okay, so I'm going to get extra attacks on 5s now because I'm not -1 to hit. I reroll my 6s. And I get +1 to the attack, and that's where the 5s come. And then reroll 1s to wound. Okay, 4, 8, 9 attacks.
Yep.
Okay.
You're going to hit on 3s, right?
I thought it was 4s. Maybe it is 3s.
Well, you said you get +1 to
yeah.
hit.
Oh, yeah. All these things. Yeah, that thing. Whoop. Yeah, so 3s to hit. And then the 5.
Did you say that something gives you rerolls 1s to hit?
It's to wound.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so I get 3s to hit, so all those are good. And then the 5 counts as an extra attack.
Yep.
Which fails. Okay. And now I'm going to roll to wound, which is... Double check. It is 3 to wound. Rerolling 1s. Okay, reroll the 1s. Oh, and then 6s... I think was that for my blood crushers? Like 6s become...
to hit are mortal wounds instead.
Oh,
but
okay.
you didn't get 6 to hit. So it's just 3 wounds.
Okay, cool. Okay, yep, 3 wounds. Oh, I took one of your dice away.
All good. Okay, so I pass 1, and then I get a 5-up disgusting resilience.
Cool.
Which I don't pass any, so 2 die.
Yeah, because I was forgetting the Facundi thing, but that was to... That's
it's
not
only on stage.
Yeah. All right, so 2 die, and then you get to go again. And I'm just going to do a little bit of back-end scooting here with the bloodletters for my pile-in, just to gain a little bit of ground.
Good, dude. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So now we're going to do the Great Unclean one. And he has 3 attacks that hit on 3s and 3s. So he has 2 hits from the first thing. And then, so he's got 1 wound at Ren -1 so far. Then he has a 4 attacks that hit on 4s. So 3 hits. A wound on 3s. Okay, so it's going to be a total of 3 saves on those blood crushers at Ren -1.
Okay.
And then he's got 3 attacks that hit on 5s and wound on 5s.
Take the
as his. It was 3. Did you roll 3 dice?
I think I only rolled 2. Okay, so I failed 2 then. Just one damage apiece, yeah.
Yes, sir. And then he's got these Nurglings that swing. And these don't have rend and they only hit on 5s. They're basically free attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, nothing from the room. So, all he did was those 2 wounds.
Okay.
So, less scary.
All right.
Basically,
so,
what he does is all around, the magic and everything like that.
I gotcha. So, it's back to me then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this blood crusher here, he's going to pile in around the base. Like so, to make room for this blood crusher to come in.
Perfect.
And we're going to swing at those guys again.
So just, can you move him?
You broke up, but I think you might be talking about touching that base there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was going with just abstraction on that one.
Cool, that's perfect. Yeah, not a problem.
Cool. Let's see. So, because those guys hadn't even fought yet. Okay. Well, at this point, all you have really is left the plague bearers. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Just out of the sake of like, let's make it nice and clean. I'll go ahead and just pile in with these other guys and fight the drones first.
Sure. Well, so when you pile in with this dude, that will bring in my Lord of Affliction. So he's going to get to swing.
Sure. Okay, that's gonna be the second thing I do here, so it hasn't quite happened yet. I was more just I was gonna knock this out for the sake of being clean on that move.
Yep, you're good.
But good to know. Good to know. So these two gentlemen here then will fight into the drones, and now you're within 3 inches anyway, so you're gonna get to fight these blood crushers if you wanted to, right?
Right.
And then you'll pile in, and then you'll be within range of your close combat attack. So,
yep.
Okay, all good. So these two blood crushers will fight, and one of them should be the blood hunter, and he is. So that's 3 hellblade attacks. Looking for 4s to hit, no minuses, right?
Nope, and they are outside of the 12 inches from my great and clean one.
Okay, so the 6 is good, and on 6s to hit mean mortal wounds when they wound. So I
Correct.
get a mortal wound then with the hellblade.
Okay.
So no armor saves. I'll go ahead and do the mount.
So this is a 5-up to see if I pass, and I don't, so they're going to take a wound.
Okay, the mount hits with 3-ups to hit. And pretty sure I'm 3-ups to wound on the mounts. It's weird how the mounts are almost better. Besides the Ren, they're better to hit than the
right.
I guess they're they're stampeding on stuff. No big deal. Looks like 1 wound because I'm not in range of any other effects. No AP.
So I'm pretty sure that fails, and then 5-up. Okay, so it looks like I've been taking 2 wounds total.
Okay, and then it'd be back to you to fight, which will be the Bearers or the Lord of Affliction. And you could almost deny my wraparound that I was going to do by moving in with the Lord of Affliction anyways.
Which I think is exactly what I plan on doing.
Yeah, nice.
So we're going to go ahead and swing on the 2-man unit of Blood Crushers with this dude.
Okay.
Okay, so he has 3 attacks with his Fester Pike. And that is going to be hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. He's actually scarier than the great and clean one, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But so I'm trying to make sure he doesn't have anything that lets him reroll.
Right.
You can heal 1 wound. Plague Vector.
Does he count as a Rotbringer?
He does. So yeah, he can reroll 1.
There you go.
And then what's this Incubatch? Roll dice for each unit, friend or foe within 3 inches. 2+ that unit suffers 1 mortal wound. I forgot to do that, so I'm going to need to do that on the flies because they were close enough to him.
Okay.
So this is the reroll, which does hit, and then this is to see if those guys take a mortal, which they do, and this is to see if they pass that mortal, which they do not. So that guy's going to be down to 3 wounds. The one guy who was hurt in the fly unit.
Yeah.
But these are going to wound on 3s, and he does not get anything to rerolls to wound. This is -1 and D3 damage.
Oh, I passed 1.
Okay, so D3 damage is going to just be 1.
Yay.
He's going to have his foul mouth parts. That's never not going to be fun.
Festering and foul. All right.
So he hits twice, and he wounds twice. So there's no rend on this, just 1 damage.
Pass 1, fail 1.
Cool. And then he's got a venomous sting, and this stupid bug, and then it's gonna not hit you.
Yeah.
And then looks like we get 1 attack with this toxin, and he's going to hit on a 4+. He does hit. He hit wounds on a 3+, and he does wound. It's -2, and then 2 damage.
All right.
So
then no wound spill over like 40k.
No wounds do spill over in this game.
Oh shit! So he takes a wound, and then the next one spills over.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah. Cool, man. All right. Well, that happens.
Sweet. He is done.
All right, back to me. I will now take these blood crushers I was intending to fight with next and go ahead and spin around. And we're going to put 2 of them into your Lord of Affliction. And we're going to... I kind of want to kill those plague bearers, though. We'll put 2, we'll put 2 of them into the bears and 1 into the Lord of Affliction. How many wounds does the Lord of Affliction have, though?
I believe
5?
he has 8.
8. Yeah, we'll do it that way then. So 1 blood crusher into him and 2 into the plague bearers.
You got it.
And let me double check where the blood hunter is. Blood hunter is against the plague bearers, so 3 hellblades against them. Looking for 4s to hit. And then 6 is a reroll because you're great unclean one, but they're all good. No -1s. And I'm looking for 3s to wound with this weapon. So 2 wounds, -1 on the plague bearers.
Okay. So they're going to get 6 ups, which they don't pass. Oh, I got to reroll 1 on that. Oh, so they pass 1 of them, funny enough. And then they lose a plague bear.
Okay. The hellblade on the character doesn't go through. We'll do the mounts now, starting with the plague bears. Looking for 3s, followed by 3s. Okay. And
don't forget, these guys do have to reroll their 6s to hit.
Okay, yeah, I got 6s to wound, but not to hit. So 3 successes that are not minuses.
Cool. And here we go. Reroll 1. Okay, so no passes on the first part, and then no passes. Wow, they suck.
Now it's within 12, so my blood crushers are affected by your great unclean one, so I will get a 6 on the hit there that I'll re-roll. Okay, so I got 2 hits with the mounts on the character and 1 wound.
Okay.
So no rend on the character with 1 wound. Lord of Affliction.
You said 1 wound, no rend?
Yeah.
Cool. He fails his armor. Does he fail his nasty roll? Nope. He does not. He's good.
All right.
Did the Hellblade do anything?
No. Failed.
Cool.
So that is the blood crushers. I only have 1 unit left to fight. It's back to you to fight right now, though.
So I got like 6 plague bearers that can swing.
Yeah.
Actually, I think only 5 can swing. Oh, I can pile in.
Yeah.
This dude will swing in on these blood crushers, and I got 5 on the blood letters and 1 on the blood crusher.
Looks good.
So these are the 5 on the blood letters. Hitting on 4s, wounded on 3s. Okay, looks like 1.
Yeah, after seeing that freaking, I guess, never mind. I was going to say, after seeing that murder host, the way it moved, I was going to say I don't need a max unit, but the only reason I got to go all the way up the board is because I got to do it twice by having the max unit.
Yes, but like there are tricks and stuff you can do to make it so that you can still slingshot 1 unit, and like you won't get your whole army up in turn 1, but you don't even always want your whole army up on turn 1.
Yeah, I follow that. Yeah, I'm real curious about it. It's fun because it just has a lot of dynamics in there. So I fail my save. That was on the blood crusher, right? Or was that the
blood letter?
Okay.
And then I got one attack on the blood crusher.
Okay. Model pool.
Which doesn't hit.
All right. So I've lost 5 blood letters this round. And then it's back to me to swing. So looks like we got a nice gap that I did finally get a gap to clear.
Yeah.
That was like my whole motivation. So moving up 3, scooting this guy into the little gap skis.
I think that's still going to be too big a gap. I could be wrong.
Damn it. It does look pretty big.
I could totally be wrong, though.
I need you to be wrong on this one.
So there's 1. Is it over your base?
Yeah, I can't make it.
Okay.
Damn this rock. That son of a gun. I don't think there's any way to make that any different. This blood crusher could have gone out to the left a little bit. Yeah, it's only gonna be 2. Okay.
That's better than the one you were getting.
That's true. All right, so the Blood Hunter and the Crusher. Here we go. Got the Hellblades. Rerolling 6s. Got a 6. Okay, and then I'm forced to hit with that weapon. And I get a wound. So you got 1 wound with a Hellblade. That's -1.
Did you roll any 6s to hit? Because you're still rerolling that.
I re-rolled it.
Cool. Yep. So you said 1 wound?
Yep, -1.
So he's going to have a 5 up now. So, and then he's going to get a 5 up. And he doesn't pass hit. Okay, so you're good to go. Because he has a special rule that when on his version of Disgusting Resilience, if I roll a 6 on it, you take a mortal wound back.
Oh, wow. I was able to do 2 wounds, re-rolling the 6s, of course, with the Stomp attacks.
Okay.
No AP.
2 wounds, so I'm going to get a 4 up and then a 5 up. Pass 1, he doesn't re-roll. And looks like I take another wound, so he's down by 2.
All right, and that's all my combats, and I think all yours too, yeah?
I think so.
Battleshock.
Let's do some Battleshock, yeah.
All right, I'll start with my Bloodletters. I lost 5, and I roll 2, so I'm fine.
And I lost 6 Plague Bearers, so they are going to be sad on a 5 up. And they're good.
Okay, no 1s to re-roll from Hornblow or anything. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so it looks like we're going to turn 2, yeah?
Yep, so now here's that ever-crucial roll of who goes first.
Gotcha. What is the victory conditions in this? Are we just playing like kill style?
We're just playing kill points or whatever.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Because really, this is just a learning game. So.
Yeah, no worries. I got a 4 for turn.
Before we determine the turn, it does change the oh wow, this is hilarious. So it changes the play of the cycle. So now it's Plague of Misery. So for this turn, you have to reroll all your Battleshock rolls of 1, not just the ones that are near my instrument guys.
I see that. Okay, cool. All right, well, I got a 4 on the turn roll off.
Cool. So I'm going to hope that I beat you.
Aha!
I do not. I rolled a 1.
Fantastic. Well, looks like action to me then.
It does appear that way.
I'm going to take this Blood Crusher unit and go party.
You can't go like that. You have to be 3 inches away.
Right. That is important.
And no one was close to the Gnarl Maw, so everyone is good.
I'll wrap this way. These little grids, the little squares on the board aren't a bad thing. They're kind of helpful.
Right? Funny enough, it's for D&D, but...
Yeah. I wonder how long they are. Yeah, they're 2 inches. Interesting. Okay. Come on, guy. Give me your spot. Alright, train's being a little stupid. Cool. I think we better do a little bit bigger wrap. Right, these rocks are tricky. Okay, so that goes down, and there's no movement with my Bloodletters. Now, I could put down my banner right now to help out, but it's a... I think
you should put down your banner right now.
Because 18-inch range, yeah, so I'll be good.
Yep.
So I'll definitely do that. Now, that's from the Secrator, so yeah, we got to double-check him.
So it's actually going to be out on some of these units, but like your Bloodletters will get it. It looks like this unit of Bloodletters or Blood Crushers won't get it. Actually, you probably should move them up. I would suggest.
Yeah, I think so too. So I'm gonna go 5. I want to avoid your tree. This time the terrain's not eating me anymore, or? No,
it's not. But it's actually good for you to be in around my trees because I generate my points. I get D3 points off of those trees, and they can really only do 1 mortal wound at best, which is only on a 4-up. So honestly, I think that you shouldn't even really be all that afraid of my trees. In fact, I think it's advantageous for you to get in front of my trees so that I don't get those extra points.
Okay. And you only have 1 tree down right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so the Blood Secretor will go do that, and then the Skullmaster, double check him. Forget his movement. I think it's 5 probably. It's like, I can't trust any of my typical intuitions. Let's see. Movement is... Oh, geez. Oh, yeah, I forget that the Skullmaster is actually on a Juggernaut.
He's quick.
Yeah. So, let's see. 7, 8.
But something to be aware of is that my guys can shoot, even if they can retreat from combat. They can't shoot the turn they retreat, but they can, like, because my flies are move 8, there's some play there, so just be careful.
Okay. All right, so I guess I'll take these hounds and run up the gap here. Got an 8-inch run. 8. I'll scoot over just for the other unit to make through. If I can. Probably can't do both. Nope. Alright, these other flesh hounds, they are going to go... Before I move that Blood Secretor, I'll get them around through there. Need to actually measure. 4, 5. There's 4. 4. Okay. And then I'll have the Blood Stoker. He's going to run. Going 5.
So, now something that you'll want to remember is hero phase is first. So anything that you wanted to do in the hero phase, you would do before all the movement.
Right. What is it that I want to do in my hero phase again? That's when I whip things. So I will whip the flesh hounds that I moved up.
Okay.
Yeah, and they'll probably end up attacking those plague bearers, but that makes sense, I suppose. And then I think that's the... Oh, then I have my prayers to make. So I will...
Yep.
Yeah, I'll apply the +1 save. I'm going to try to apply to the big unit of Blood Crushers. Now, let me double... It's 18-inch range, so I should be good there, but especially before I moved. So I'll try to rock this on the Blood Crushers. I need a 4+. 1 will do mortal wounds. Okay, get that off. So Blood Crushers have the big unit of 6. They have +1 save right now.
Yep.
And now I'm going to try to add 1 to their hit rolls with my other priest. And that goes off as well. So they're a powerhouse.
Sweet.
Cool. So yeah, so I got both my prayers off, and I did the Blood Stoker, whipped them into a frenzy on these flesh hounds over here. Moving.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, pretty cool. Moving guys up, just to keep that range going. And that looks like all the movement. So there's no shooting to be had. At least none that I'm going to pay attention to right now. So now it's time to charge, and I'll take the big unit of 6 and charge into the plague drones. And there's no Overwatch in this either, right?
Nope, not at all.
All right. So let's see what kind of charge range we can get. Now, I believe there's some different things that happen when I charge. One, there's the mortal wounds on 4+ from stampeding.
Yep.
And then I think there's a reroll charge situation. You can reroll all failed hits for units that charge if a demon hero is within an 8. Okay, well that's worthwhile. I'm already +1 to hit. Let's see if I can stay within. Here's a Skullmaster here. This is gonna be ideal, dude. Oh yeah. Okay, great. Well, I want to stay within range of him, so let's make the charge roll. And I'm gonna get an 11. This is fantastic.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, so I'm going to wrap around. Probably scoot a little bit more. And then this guy's going to come up. Yeah, plenty of distance. It's a big 6-man unit. Looks like somebody's going to have to stay out of the party. All right, we'll go like that. And then he'll be the guy that keeps the range. Okay, and then these Flesh Hounds will charge into the Plague Bearers, and they get +3 to their charge because they got whipped. So they got a 7 to their charge.
Sweet.
No problem. Coming on in. And... 3 +4. Okay. These Flesh Hounds over here, they're a bit far, and there's no one to really make contact with, so no charging for them. Yep, no charging for them. They're way too far out. So that should be all of the charges.
Cool.
We're going to start with the Blood Crushers that are going after those Plague Drones. All right.
You got it, man.
So that's going to be 5 Hellblade attacks, but +1 because of the leader there. So 3, 6. These are the Hellblades that get +1. They get to reroll all their hits and +1 to the hit. So there'll be 3 ups to hit.
What lets them reroll everything?
That's when I'm within 8 inches of a leader.
Sick. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm in 8 inches of a hero there. So I'm going to reroll everything. And if I had a -1, then modifiers would still come into play there. Okay, so only 3 hits with the Hellblades. And then I got a 6. Now these Blood Crushers are out
of... 6 becomes a... Yeah, you're good. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, so it is a mortal wound when it wounds. And it does...
No, it doesn't have to wound.
Oh,
it is a mortal wound.
That's disgusting. Okay, but then so then I just roll my other 2 then to see.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so 1 wound with the Hellblade, and
okay.
one
so
mortal.
1 at -1. So I'm gonna get a 6 up, and I don't pass it, and then I got 2 5 ups. 1 for the mortal wound and 1 for your Hellblade attack.
Cool.
And I don't pass either. So this Plague Drone dies, and this one takes a wound.
It's a decapitating blow. All right. 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the mounts. They get 2s to hit, re-rolling because of the Crimson Crown.
Sweet.
Let me see here. I don't think I was accounting for... Oh, shit. Crimson Crown's on the Skullmaster. Actually, the 6s to hit would become extra hits as well.
So then you got 1 extra, so roll an extra Hellblade attack.
That was a wound, so 1 extra Hellblade wound.
Did you hit with it?
Yeah, I rolled. That was my hit, and then here's the wound. Yeah, so 1 extra Hellblade wound.
Cool. So I got a 6 up and then a 5 up. 6 up. Nope. 5 up. Nope. Okay, so.
Okay, and then this 6 here from the Stampede is an extra attack because of the Crimson Crown, which fails to hit, but I reroll all my hits.
Sweet.
Oh, and I'm 2s to hit because I'm +1 to hit. Nasty. Yep. All right. There we go. All right, so now I need 3s to wound. Cool. All right, so 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 wounds. Awesome.
Cool. So this is 12 of them. So And we'll just reroll one of the fails. So here we go. This is 13. And they pass. There's -1 on these, or no -1 on these?
Not -1.
Okay, so then there we go. And so I'm going to take, looks like 7. So that's going to kill this dude, and then put a wound on a dude.
Nice. I told you, man, take 18 blood crushers and you're in the money. That was cool. So then the attacks go to you.
I'm trying to think of who I want to swing with now. That was brutal.
That was. Stacks on stacks. It was 2 prayers and a crimson crown.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I mean, like, but that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So I think I'm going to swing with, I don't know. I don't think I have really any good options. We're going to swing with the Great Unclean One. So, no, I don't need to do that because you're probably not going to hurt me all that much. So let's do the Plague Bearers. So I got 6 attacks on your Bloodletters, and then I get 1 attack on your Blood Crushers. So hit on 4s. So that was a good roll. And looks like 4 wounds, sir. No minuses.
All right, you failed 3. This is on the bigger or smaller unit?
This is on the Bloodletters.
Oh, the Bloodletters? Oh, okay, so 3.
And then I got 1 attack on this 1 unit of blood, which I missed. So you're up.
Okay, 1, 2, and third death will be here. Cool. And then now I'm going to fight with, let's see. I'll go ahead and do the Bloodletters against the Plague Bearers.
Sure.
I'm trying to think of the, well, let's see. Now with these Blood Crushers, those guys are already engaged. That's why, okay, never mind. I'm trying to see if I can get more attacks on this Lord of Affliction right now, is what my thoughts are. That is Blood Crusher 2, Blood Crusher 1. Oh, there's only 1 Blood Crusher left in that unit, I see.
Yep.
Let's swing all 3 attacks on the Great Unclean One. I'll do my pile-in. And then I'm going to take all 3 of these Blood Crushers on the Great Unclean One here.
So you actually had already done your pile-in, right? When you moved in at the beginning of your charge phase? Because they didn't charge this turn.
Oh, you don't pile in every combat?
Well, you do, but you piled in at the beginning of this combat phase, didn't you? Or was that last turn?
That was last turn.
Okay, right on. Then you're good.
Yeah, they were my last unit to fight, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so this is the second combat with them now, and they're going to fight. And let me see if they're within 8 inches of my. They're not. The Bloodstoker, because I also have another relic on the Bloodstoker that rerolls once, but he's out of range.
Cool.
Okay, so we're going to do the 4 Hellblade attacks. Looking for 4s to hit. And 6s get re-rolled. Okay, so that is that. And then this is the wound with a 3+. Get 1 wound for you, -1.
Oh, and this is on the Great Unclean One?
Yeah.
Okay, 5 up, which he doesn't pass, and then 5 up. Ooh, and he does a mortal wound back to you. He passes it and hits you back for a mortal.
Nice. Luckily, the guy's still alive by 1 wound. Okay, and on the steeds, that'll be another 9 attacks. No minus to hit, but 6s are re-rolled. And I got 3 6s, damn it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I need 3s to hit with this, and I need 3s to wound. All right, you got 7 wounds, no AP.
Cool. So we got 7.
I could kill myself doing this.
Seems unlikely, but I would love it.
At least maybe 1.
And there's no rend on this one?
No rend.
Okay, so he passes 5 of them. He's got a 4-up save on his own. And then these are 5-ups. Looking for 6s.
Ah.
Nope.
Right.
So he's taking 2 more wounds.
Cool. I
He's
think
down to 12.
Yeah, so I dropped his profile, huh?
Yep.
Cool.
But on my turn, before I do anything, he heals D3 wounds. So
great. Well, at least for this combat, he's a little less good.
Oh yeah, totally.
So back to you to swing.
I think I'm going to swing with the Lord of Afflictions.
Cool.
So he's got 2 attacks. He has 3 attacks on his pike.
The foul mouth parts. He's so
like
foul
I said,
now.
that's never not going to be funny.
We brought a bunch of soap.
Okay, so all hit, all wound. They're Ren -1.
All right, so 5-ups. 2 go through.
You'll take 2, and it's D3 damage per.
Okay.
Come on.
Come on. All right, 1 blood crusher dies. Oh, wait a second.
Cool. Then he has,
yeah.
as we said before, he has the foul mouth parts.
Yes, of course. So foul.
So he hits with both of them. And then does he wound? He does wound with both of them. No rend on this one, so you get your full armor on this one.
Oh.
2 fails, so 1 damage per.
All right.
Then he's got his Venomous Sting. Hits on a 4. It looks like it hits. It's going to wound on a 3. Does wound, and it's -1.
Okay.
And if you fail it, it's D3 damage.
Got it. I got it. 5. Nope.
D3.
Oh,
Come on. And then he's got his Toxin, which is hits on 4s. No, that was not a roll. Hits on 4s. So 1 hit. It's going to wound on a 3. It's going to be -2 to your armor if it wounds, which of course it doesn't.
Wow.
And then it would have been 2 damage. But he is good to go. He is done.
All right. We will go ahead and have the Bloodletters swing on your Plague Bearers now.
9 more attacks.
9 more attacks. All right, cool. And this time they are within range of my Bloodstoker, which gives them reroll 1s to hit because of the relic that they have, Mark of the Slayer.
Okay.
And because I think they're still over 20. Let me see my count over here. 5,
I'm pretty sure they are.
Yep. So I took 30. So still get +1 to hit. Let me double. What do they make them 3s to hit? I believe. Yeah. So 3s to hit, rerolling 1s.
Cool.
And then Crimson Crown, I would need to be within 8 of him, so 6s will explode, and I got to reroll my 6s, of course.
Right.
Okay, cool. All right, so 9 attacks, 3s to hit, rerolling 1s, 6s explode after reroll. 7, 8, 9. 3s. Reroll the 6s, reroll the 1s. Okay, these are fails. Reroll the 6s. Okay. No explodes, and now I'm looking for 3s.
3s. Perfect.
5 wounds.
And then we're going to get a 6-up on this one. Jesus.
Nice.
And then we're going to get 5-ups. Lose 2.
Yep. All right, good. And then back to you. I still have 2 units of blood crushers left to fight, a single man and a 2-man.
Okay. So I think I'm going to go with the Great Unclean one now.
Okay.
He has 3 attacks that hit on 3s and wound on 3s. And then, nope, come back. So no wounds so far.
Yeah.
Here we go. 3 hits. Okay, so 2 at Ren -1, and then I've got 3 attacks that are
Was this the
little attacks.
Great Unclean one on Blood Crusher? Is that what I heard? Or?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 1 Blood Crusher's dead so far.
Yeah, so that's all I do.
Oh, wow.
My guys are pretty pillow-fisted right now.
That was sad. Okay. All right, so now these 2 Blood Crushers, one's going to go on the Lord of Affliction, and the other's going to... you know what? I really would like to get a Blood Tithe, so I'm going to put them all into the Plague Bearers.
Sure.
Cool. So let's go. We'll do it on the blue dice here. So we got the Hellblades. Hellblades on 6s will be decapitating blows.
Are they blue dice on yours? They're supposed to be green.
Yeah, they're blue for me.
Huh, weird. I changed the color and they're green on mine.
Oh, weird. I'm looking for 4s, and I get 2 hits, and then 3s.
So 1. Mm-hmm. So 5 up.
Oh,
he's good to go.
All right, let's do the mounts. 3s. Dang it. And 3s. Dang it. All right, 3 wounds.
4 up.
Dang it.
He's good.
Shucks. All right, cool. And that was your Plague Bearers, right?
Oh, shit. I forgot that was Plague Bearer. No, he's not good.
Okay,
this
cool.
one.
Yeah. There we go.
Now, one dice.
Okay, so that's like 3 dead this turn or something?
That is 3 dead, exactly.
Okay, cool. And I think you're out of guys to fight with, right?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
No, I got these Plague Bearers over here.
Oh, yeah. And I forgot I had those Flesh Hounds, too. All right, well, do your thing, man.
Sweet.
Dang tree. Camoed.
I know, right? Looks like I'm going to be able to get like 7 attacks total.
Looks reasonable, yep.
Okay, cool. But I do get to reroll 1s because the Spoil Pox dude is here.
Cool.
So hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Shit.
Nope.
Yeah, winning on 3s. So 2.
5s. 1 save.
Take that wound.
I'll take it. All right, and I'll go and swing with these guys next.
You got it, dude.
Knock it out. Let's see. So
you will be -1 and rerolling your 6s on this one.
Okay. Now my my relic over here. Let me double check the situation. I need to be within 8, so I can go all the way to here, because that'll let me reroll 1s. So it looks like my base, I might be able to get that. Let's check. I'm 1.2 right now, so I'm going to scoot over a little bit more. Okay, and then let's check the range this way. Come on, mouse. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Yep, I got that. Okay, cool. And when you're measuring distance, another is you got to measure from the closest part of the base, even though that's kind of intuitive anyways, but I can see it coming into play sometimes. Looks like one of them is going to have to stay out of the fight, unfortunately. Or you know what? You know what I can do is this guy can go this way as full 3, and then this guy will come over here. Is the tree something that actually like we can't go through the tree or anything, right? Yeah.
I would assume so, just like as if there was a tree model there, you can't place it in the tree.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it looks like we'll just play it's nice and cool, and just one guy can't fight, so 4 guys can fight. They get 4 attacks apiece.
Cool. 16.
And you said that I am -1 to hit.
-1 to hit and reroll your 6s.
Okay, and I get reroll 1s. All right. So.
Are they 3s normally?
No, I think they're 4s. You know what else we didn't do is that on a 4+, I would have done D3 mortal wounds to your plague drones.
So go for it.
Yeah, let's see if I can nail that. 4+. Nope. That's what happens when you forget. All right, so I think I'm normally forced to hit on this. Let me check it out. I am normally 4, so this... no, I'm normally 3, so this is 4s to hit.
Cool.
All right, rerolling 6s. Okay, and I can't reroll a reroll, so I won't reroll the 1s for that.
Okay.
I did get... Yeah, that's okay. That doesn't mean anything. All right, and then rerolling these 1s for my relic. And I need minus 1 to hit, so I need 4s. And then now it's needing 4s to wound.
Cool.
All right, got a...
That's a good roll.
Yeah, 6 wounds.
Is there any rend?
No rend.
Looks like I passed 2. And then pass another 1, so 3 die.
Cool. All right, and then I'll just swing my last Blood Crusher against the Plague Drone.
You got it, dude.
He is the hunter, so he has 2 Hellblade attacks. 6s will be decapitating blows.
Wait, did I swing with my Plague Drones on your big unit?
I thought you did. Maybe you didn't.
Has anyone taken any damage?
No, you had already swung with those guys. You just whiffed really hard, dude. Like, I think you might have killed... Yeah, because I think you did that right out the gates. Like, I swung on you, and then you swung on me.
Right on. Okay, I don't remember, so that's fine.
Yeah, I think that was like one of the first combats. Okay, so I'll swing with this guy. 2 Hellblades. No 6s. Needs 4s. So no hit. And he's out of range of the Skullmaster, I believe. Yes. Okay, so 1 hit with the Hellblade and need a 3. 1 wound, -1.
On who? The Plague Drones?
Plague Drones, yeah.
Cool. They're good.
All right.
Wait, you said minus?
Yeah, as 1 rend.
Okay, so no, he didn't pass.
Okay, then you got 2 more saves to make from the Stomps, the Stampede. No rend. Nice.
You kill another drone.
Yay. Okay. That's all my combat. Time for the whatever it's called, battle something.
Shot.
Yeah.
Cool.
I lost 3 bloodletters, and I rolled a 3, so I'm good.
I lost 2 bloodletters. Let's see if I roll at 1. I did not, but I'm good. And then I lost 3 plague bears on this, and you don't have an instrument in there, so if I roll a 1, I actually get 3 dudes back, or I get D6 dudes back, but I don't.
You rolled a 6, so
it's still not enough.
Yeah, leadership 10. Okay, cool.
Yeah, other than that, looks like we're good to go.
Yeah, I think we're situated. Your plague drones can't be hurt either, right? They have leadership 10.
They are leadership 10, but they can roll a 1 just like everybody else. So we'll
nice.
see. Nope,
all
but
right.
They're good because they only lost 4 dudes.
I wonder if
or 3 dudes.
Do my blood crushers get to do that too?
Oh yeah, if you have a banner.
Let's see. So like, does the banner have to live
It's
within?
It's one of those things that it's free, so you would have a banner in every unit.
Okay, I'll just always put it on the leader, which would be always the last one that I kill.
No, you can't put it on the same dude. It's got to be. It's different, just like every other thing. You have a leader, a banner, and a musician. They all have to be different.
Well, I mean, like the banner. You're saying like it's within inside the unit itself.
Yeah. Just like your blood letters would have a banner, a musician, and a champion. Your blood crushers also have a banner, musician, and a champion.
Oh, and you can't put it on the champion, the blood hunter.
No, they can't be the same model.
Okay, well then he's dead already. Then I'd rather, yeah, cool. Because I was choosing to let the extra attack be alive instead.
Oh, cool. So then the banner is dead.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Well then, so be it. Now you did kill a blood crusher with your great unclean one. That might have been last round. I think I just didn't roll for these couple guys the last few rounds, but that's okay.
Right on.
No worries.
So I think we are caught up.
Yeah, none of your units died as a whole either, right?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Cool. And you already rolled for your plague bearer, so okay, cool.
Okay, so who all is within 3 inches of this tree?
1, 2, the flesh hounds, the secretor, and the skullmaster, and the bloodletters.
Okay, so then on a 4-up, they're going to suffer a mortal wound.
For all of them, or
Each one can suffer 1 mortal wound on a 4-up.
like it's just one roll, huh?
No. I roll a 4-up for each one, and then if I get a 4-up, then they get a mortal wound. So pick a unit, and I'll roll.
Skullmaster.
He is taking a mortal wound.
Okay. The bloodhounds
are taking a mortal wound.
Okay. The bloodletters.
Not them.
Okay, and the blood secretor.
He is.
Okay, cool. It is done.
Cool. And so how many wounds? 3 wounds on the blood secretor. I still don't think I can do anything about it.
Oh wow! Just was thinking about how something else I didn't do on my turn. That's not a big deal, but I could have done the extra movement. I could have used my murder host thing and actually got that free movement.
Oh, totally. The only thing is you can't do it while you're in combat.
Yeah,
you don't get it while you're in combat. But
these flesh hounds and the characters could have used. Well, not the characters because they're not a part of the battalion, but
right.
But yeah, something to remember.
So I'm going to get 3 extra contagion points because I am on my side of the board. But cool. That sucks. So I can summon a tree, but that doesn't really help.
God.
Yeah, I accidentally copied a blood crusher.
No worries. My dog's like going off on me.
Okay, so there is another tree right here.
Cool. Man.
So if you're hanging out in combat, you're going to be taking mortal wounds.
All right.
And then this guy is also going to plant a tree over here.
Johnny Appleseed.
That way I can still get some points if I happen to go first. So, man, I am in trouble.
You're starting to dwindle a little bit.
It happens.
The blood crushers against those drones getting to go first like that was critical.
Well, that's like right now, and even in the next part, that's going to be the name of the game. Is like if you go first and you're the one who gets the double turn, good luck, because it's rough. Now the one thing is in 2.0, they're going to have endless spells, and the endless spells only get manipulated. You get to start manipulating them if you go second. So, like all of a sudden, if like there's one called the Purple Son of Xarius or Purple Son of Shaish or whatever,
the fish
and
blowfish.
Exactly. And that one, when it goes over a unit, you roll a dice for every model in the unit, and on a 6, it just dies.
Where's the does everyone have access to those endless spells, or is it just like some people? Or
everyone you have to buy them. They cost points, but everyone can buy them. But you have to have a wizard to cast it. So like Khorne, for instance, doesn't have them. At least you could ally in a wizard, but you wouldn't have like a Khorne wizard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the moment that you ally, then your allegiance is with the Order of Chaos and not with Khorne any longer, and you lose all your Khorne traits, right?
Well, allies work a little bit different. So there's like, when I say ally, there's actually an allies rule in this. So it's not like in 40K where like you have 3 different detachments and like each one can be its own thing. I mean, I guess it is kind of like that, but you get basically a quarter of your points that you can spend on air quotes allies.
Right.
And when you do that, they're not. I'm pretty positive that as long as they're a member of your, you have to take someone who is allied to your army. So like Khorne has specific lists of things that it can take. You can't just take anyone as allies. I think like I don't think you get Tzeentch as allies, stuff like that.
Okay.
But basically, you can definitely get a sorcerer if you wanted, like a chaos sorcerer. So you have options for that, although it's super not fluffy.
Yeah.
And but basically, yeah, like anyone can cast these endless spells. They're crazy. They have some really gross abilities.
You just cut off on the second half there. Her gross abilities.
Oh, my bad. So there's one that's called the Chronomantic Cogs, and basically it's a set of gears, and it lets you slow down time or speed up time. If you slow down time, the wizard who is
the wizard who is you slow down time.
damn it, this is obnoxious. But so the wizard who is slow. Dude, fuck me. What is this doing? I'm literally not even moving my hand, and it's dropping my signal. But so I've got the wizard who uses it can reroll. They get an additional spell. Otherwise, if they speed up time, then they don't. Then everybody on the table gets +2 to their moves and +2 to their charge.
Whoa. Is that all stuff that's listed in the General's Handbook?
It will no. It's in the Malign Sorcery, so it's an extra thing that they're putting out. But it's the thing that comes with all of the endless spells.
Well, let's take a quick sec to talk about that, Pat. So like we right now released official to the public is the 2018 core rules. They're about to put out the General's Handbook, and the spells are already out as well, along with the core rules.
No, the General's Handbook isn't out. And the spells aren't out, and the actual rule book itself isn't out.
Oh,
that all comes out at the end of the month.
Oh, geez, so it's all just been like rumors and seeing the precursors and stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, so none of that 2.0 and General's Handbook and the spells, all that is not official yet.
Correct.
Wow. And then let's see. And then so those are the main things that'll give us new points and things of that nature. But the War Scrolls are the same. It's just going to be that the points change.
Exactly.
Okay. And then maybe some particular rules that they put in the handbook.
Exactly. So like little things will change, but for the most part, it'll be the same.
I see.
But yeah, like in 2 weeks, Age of Sigmar is going to get turned on its head.
Wow, that's awesome. And we're so far we've pretty much incorporated 2.0 rules besides endless spells, right? And points.
Right. Yeah, we're doing the 2.0 rules and the points links. So we don't really know for certain that all the points links are accurate, but we're playing to the best of our knowledge. So
I gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, that helps me swallow that pill there.
Right. I mean, it is a lot to do. There's nothing that says that you have to buy into the endless spells and stuff like that. Like you're gonna want the General's Handbook 100%, but like you don't really need a rule book unless you want the like fluff and stuff like that. Like all the lore and the narrative play and stuff like that. That's all in the main rule book. But if all you care about is the rules, those are free.
Gotcha. As far as the spells and the core rules, but the War Scrolls, they cost money though. They're not called War Scrolls. That's the data sheet. It's the Battle Tome is what it's called, right?
Right. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
And as far as battle tomes do cost money.
Right. Right.
But they also get you more than just War Scrolls. They get you your artifacts, your warlord traits, and your formations.
Yeah, the Battle Tomes are our codexes, pretty much.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool. I think I got a grip on that.
Cool. So, yeah, I think we got another turn to roll for, right?
Well, don't you? You're on your turn right now, or because
I guess I do get my turn. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I don't really have that much stuff. This is looking. I really want to get to your characters because the buffs they're giving out are really annoying. But I don't have any dudes that can do that right now. So, dang. I think that I'm pretty sure that this is going to be over in the next turn. So,
right.
And not in my favor.
Right. And I know you took some handicaps there. You didn't take a War Scroll Battalion on purpose, probably. And
No. But like honestly, the important part of this game, as far as I'm concerned, is that you enjoy what you're doing and that you understand what you're doing.
Yeah, so, totally.
This was not a game that I was trying to like. I mean, I'm not trying to say that I like super took it easy or anything like that. But like, I want you to enjoy what's happening. And it sounds like so far you have been, which is good.
It's fucking fantastic, dude. It is a breath of fresh air.
Right? It's different, but the same. You know, it's close enough to 40K that you're like, I understand this, but it's different enough to where it's not the same thing.
I already know the next thing I'm doing is I'm going to spend the rest of the day spreadsheeting and studying the hell out of Khorne now that I understand it.
That's awesome, man. So, I guess we pretty much just have a little bit of spells and shooting and then combat.
Cool.
So, let's see. You have a chance to take a mortal wound from this lord.
Okay. Whoa.
You sure do take a mortal wound on those blood crushers.
Yep, that guy's dead.
Okay, sick. Then let's see, what else do we got? We got that spell. Let's try to make your, we're going to try to do the draw the line spell.
Okay.
To do some D3 mortal wounds to a bunch of people. Let's see if it works out.
Too bad you didn't kill that guy, or I was going to say, give me some blood tithe.
It goes off on an 8.
I guess I'll just try to deny with my collar of Khorne from my flesh hounds.
You got it, dude.
So I need to beat an 8, and I don't.
Okay, so I pick a point, draw that's 14 inches away from this dude, and then everything in that line takes D3 mortal wounds.
Uh-oh. You could kill the blood secretor right now with that.
Unfortunately, I think it's too far away. Yeah, it's too far away. But I can hit this unit of blood crushers, this bloodletters, and this blood crushers.
Sounds good.
So that's still pretty good.
Yeah. First sizzle.
Okay, so the first unit of blood crushers is going to take 2 mortal wounds.
All right, got it.
And then the bloodletters are going to take 3 mortal wounds. And then that last unit of blood crushers is going to take 2 mortal wounds.
All right. 2, and then you did 3 to the bloodletters, so I got to pull 3. All right.
And then the Great Unclean One is going to cast that spell that you don't like on your bloodletters.
Uh-oh.
And it goes off on a 9.
Can't stop it. Well, I mean, I guess I don't think my blood crushers.
You have 2 different units of flesh hounds. Flesh hounds can stop it.
Yeah, okay. So you got a 9, so I need
You have to beat a 9.
Nope.
Okay, so your bloodletters are sad times right now. They're -1 to their wounds, to their hits, and to their saves.
Gross. That's cool.
So unfortunately, I don't think that I was close enough to the 6-man unit. Yeah, I'm just out of the 6-man unit. Otherwise, I could have hit them with that and really tried to make them sad times.
Yeah, because they're really good.
Right?
What's the range on it?
It's only 18, so you can't get them.
Oh yeah, because this guy's a different.
They're like just out. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So we've got our Great Unclean One's doing crazy work. We did the trees, and yeah, I think it's time to do some shooting real quick. I've got this Great Unclean One who's gonna vomit on your bloodletters.
Now, doesn't he have to hit the blood crushers? Because you got to target.
You're right. My bad. You're right. So that's a 2.0 rule. So you used to be able to shoot wherever you want. So I missed that. My bad. Also, I forgot he needs to heal.
Ah, yeah.
He gets to do 3 wounds back.
Yeah. Yeah, I came up in the 2.0 times. Nice.
He got the 3, so he's back to full, or not to full 1. He's taking a wound now.
Yay.
And then yeah, he's gonna vomit on them. He got 4 attacks total, and they hit on 3s and wound on 2.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
1 hit.
Oh,
no wounds.
My God.
His vomit doesn't do anything.
Disgusting. Not in the good way.
So next thing is going to be the death's heads from the 2 drones. So they're going to have 2 attacks apiece. Hit on 4s, wound on 3s. This is going at the blood crushers. So they only hit 1 time, and they do not roll.
Terrible rolling.
Dude, it happened.
Yeah.
So next up is going to be close combat, I think.
Okay.
I got 3 plague bearers that can swing.
You're going to start with them, huh?
Yeah, because you're going to kill them.
You don't want
to
plague drones?
You're going to kill them too. But yeah, I should probably go with plague drones. You're right. So we'll go with them.
Cool.
Okay, so 3 from their plague swords.
Fail 2.
And then we got the mouth parts.
Yeah.
Looks like 4 hit. And 3 wounds.
All right.
Looks like you made them all.
Yeah, no minuses, right?
So, nope. And then we got the stingers. Got 2 stingers per guy. So, got 2 hits and 2 wounds. So these are rend 1.
5s. Oh my goodness.
Dude, when you're rolling hot, you're rolling hot, dude.
Yeah, crushing. I'm gonna go.
I am done.
I'm gonna let those guys sit there because they don't have to worry about you swinging at them again. So I'll go ahead and take these blood letters and I'm gonna pile in.
You got it, man. Just remember, he has to be. He can't get further away from the guy, so he still has to be base to base.
Yeah. This guy's gonna make a little gap for this guy.
Yep. So put him in the corner. You're gonna be better off if you put that one dude that you just moved in that, not in the over there in the corner, like in the middle, like in between, so that he can get 1 attack. Because if he can get an attack through there.
Like
with that, yeah, exactly. We're playing abstract, so
right. Okay, that looks like just.
And then everybody else isn't gonna make it get attacks.
Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dudes. All right.
Cool.
7 dudes.
Don't forget your -1 to be to hit.
Okay.
Your -1 to wound as well.
Okay, and then my I'm gonna have a few bonuses right now as well. I got the Crimson Crown that lets 6s explode, even though I reroll 6s.
Right.
Because I'm over 20, I get +1, so that'll negate the -1. And then I also re-roll 1s because of my Bloodstoker here.
Cool.
Cool. So re-rolling 1s, and I'm gonna be forced to hit because I negate your -1 there.
Are you still above 20?
Yeah. All right, let me double check here.
Even after because the 3 that were.
Yeah, because 3, they're all right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you've killed exactly 10, so I'm at 20. Wait, here's 3 more. Nope, maybe I'm a 17 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I'm at 17. So okay. So no +1.
Cool.
So I will be 5s to hit then.
Yep. 5s to hit, rerolling 6s and rerolling 1s.
Yeah. So 2, 4, 6, 7 guys, 5s to hit. Reroll the 1. Reroll the 6s. All right, it's only 1 hit.
And then -1 to wound as well. So
fail. Back to you.
Dude, that spell is gross.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Let's see if those plague bears can do more attacks than, or do more damage than the bloodletters did.
Right.
I got 2 attacks on. I'm sorry, 3 attacks on the plague, or on the bloodletters, and 1 attack on the blood crusher.
Okay. A blood crusher only has 2 wounds. You might be able to take them out if you put everything in them.
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
I don't want you to get that point, dude.
Ah, yeah.
So I got two wounds on your bloodletters, and don't forget your -1 to your save, so you got 6 ups.
Fail 2.
So my 3 plague bears did more damage than your 17 bloodletters.
I'm gonna drop these 2 in the back here. This leadership 10 is nuts.
It's gross, dude.
Yeah.
And then your blood crusher has 1 wound, 1 wound to take.
1 wound for him, -0. So force.
Yep.
Okay, she's got 1 wound left.
Dude, they're monsters. They're doing work.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna kill them with my blood crusher. Hopefully. Make sure there's not a.
I hope not.
I better attack with the blood crusher on the great unclean one first, though. So let's do that. So 3 hellblades on the great unclean one, rerolling 6s. No 6s. No reroll 1s. Looking for 3s. 2 wounds.
Cool. And then he's got a 5 up.
Yeah, these are -1 right now.
He passed both.
Nails it. And then the mounts. 3s. Oops.
And then, so 2.
Yep, no AP.
He's got 4 up.
Oh, 1.
He's got a 5 up.
No 6s. Yay.
No, he takes the wound.
Take it. You fight back.
Yep. So he has 3 attacks that hit on 3s. And these wound on 3s. So 2 at rend 1. But I hold up on the saves because I've got some more attacks that are also going to be rend 1. These hit on 4s. And then they wound on 3s. So it's going to be a total of 4 at rend -1.
All right.
Woo!
Okay, so that is this guy, and this guy's at 2.
And I got 3 Nurgling attacks that hit on 5s, which of course do nothing.
All right. Now we'll do that single blood crusher against your dude. Hellblade. There's 2 Hellblade attacks.
Oh, I shouldn't have even done them. I should have done my my Lord of Affliction.
Ah. Here we go. 3s. 1 hit.
Is this the Hellblade?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
1 wound with the Hellblade. -1. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
All right, 3 more attacks from the mount. Rolled that guy. 1 hit. Because I do not have the other guy in range. No. Okay, cool. All right, and 1 wound, hopefully. Nope. Oh, no, 3s to win. 3s to win.
Oh, no. So I got a 5 up?
Oh,
we're good.
All right. Back to you anymore? Yeah, you got the infliction.
I guess I'm going to go with these Plague Bearers.
Oh, okay, cool. I keep forgetting about those guys.
So I think I'm going to get maybe 1 extra attack. So 1, 2,
8.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Here we go. 4s and then 3s. So it looks like 3.
Yep. All right, and I'll be 5s. 1 wound.
You got it.
That kills one, though.
Hell yeah, it does.
All right, and then I will go ahead and let's fight with these blood crushers because I'm excited about that.
Or you could not. That's cool too.
No, I think it's gonna be cool. I think I'll do it. I'm gonna spin around a little bit.
Oh, so that guy can't do that, remember, because you have to stay closer to the same model.
So isn't he? Like
So he was already on. He was already basing this dude. So he has to stay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Getting used to that shenanigans. All right,
totally. It definitely takes getting used to.
Yeah, I'll use my Crimson Crown still there. Crimson Crown lets 6s explode.
Yep.
And I didn't charge. I feel like there's something I'm missing here. Reroll failed. Nope. Okay, so it's just going to be the 6s explode here. Unless Blood Secretor. No. Okay. 6s explode. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that are in range right now. So we'll do 5 Hellblades. 6s are decapitating blows. Got 1 6 that does a mortal wound right out the gates. And then I need 4s to hit, so and then also that 6 explodes. Ooh, another 6, so 2 mortal wounds.
You got it. Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's all for the Hellblades, and then I got the other attacks.
Okay.
So
come on.
Nice.
Oh.
All right.
Wait, those were mortal, so yeah, that does pass.
Yeah. So 4, 5, 6, and then that is 4 guys, which is how many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay, so now this is the mounts. Looking for 3s on 3s.
Dude, you got 5 guys there that are swinging.
He's a different unit though. The other one's a different unit. This
right.
guy.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're good.
Shit. Oh yeah, it's a 6-man squad, right? So I got another Hellblade attack too that I need to do.
Go for it.
Here's the mounts. 3s, followed by 6s are exploding.
Yep.
So we get 3 more attacks. Woo! I don't think you get to explode off of another.
You don't. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the mounts. Looking for 3s. All right, that many. And then 5s again.
So 3.
Yep.
And I don't think either of these guys are hurt. So 1 guy is down to 1 wound.
All right, another Hellblade attack. Gets a hit.
Yep.
Gets a wound. -1.
See, 6 up. And then 5 up.
Got him.
Nope, he dies.
Yay. All right, and do you have any further? You got your Affliction. You got your Lord of Afflictions now.
Dude, he's going to put his mouth parts all over you. He's got 3 attacks on his first thing.
That's so funny.
It's like we're 3. Just 1. Ren -1.
All right, he's going to die.
D3. He takes 3.
All right, that is a blood tithe that just got generated.
Hell yeah.
I just turned your positive to my negative to my positive. It's great for me. Take that. Okay, then I'll take my 1 blood crusher that's left and swing on this plague drone.
You got it, man.
And he's gonna have his Hellblade. 1 hit and 1 wound. -1. Yeah.
And
Right.
nope.
3s. Oh, 6s explode. Yeah. 2 more wounds.
So he can't die. Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
He's got 3 wounds left.
Nice. Then my flesh hounds will be finally Let's see. I'm gonna do a little pile-in. And then this might take away my reroll once. Probably.
Dude, now's when I play the stupid game, and I just fly my dude on top of this rock, and you can't ever get him.
Really? That's bullshit.
I said, I could just fly this dude on top of this rock, and you can never get him.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy sauce.
It saves you. It saves a blood point, man. We're good.
I'll get him somehow. I'll just kill everything else and get a bloodthirster, and then go get him.
Well, that's true. I can't do anything about that.
All right, 4 flesh hounds. I am in range of my one of my relics here that let me reroll ones.
Hell yeah.
So that's 4 times 4, 16 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then I'm looking for 3s to hit, 4s to wound. Rerolling ones. Now you're still above 20, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
So -1. So I actually need 4s to hit. So I'll reroll these ones.
Yeah.
Okay,
and rerolling 6s. Don't forget.
Oh my gosh! But all these 6s. Yuck! Can't reroll a reroll. Okay, and chow 4s. 3 wounds.
Cool. Pass 2.
Shit.
Reroll.
Shit.
We're good.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what who gets that next turn, right? Or Battleshock.
Yeah, I only have the potential to roll 1s. I can't. Nothing can run away. But let's see if these plague bears roll a 1. They don't. Let's see if the other guys roll a 1. They don't. Okay, you're good.
All right. See if my 5-man unit of blood crushers. See if they can get one. Nope. Okay, and then my flesh hounds are fine. Okay, cool. Bloodletters could though. They suffered.
Yep, and I don't have an icon and an instrument near them, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, I failed.
I guess technically we're on the right thing of the Nurgle thing, so you'd have to reroll it anyway.
Okay. Well, nothing happened. Cool. So
cool.
It's time to roll for turn. This is an important roll right here, huh?
I get a 1, so I can't possibly win. You automatically get to choose because the guy who has the first turn of the phase wins tie. So if I roll a 1 as the second player, I can't possibly win.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because you don't reroll ties. The one who's going first, they win ties. So yeah, man, I think that is it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you might have like a great unclean one standing and stuff, but I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. It's gonna take you a while to kill him and get through these plague bearers, but like
stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah, and there's nothing I can do about it, dude. So
that was awesome, man.
I think that is it for you.
Yeah, I'd rather get back to the drawing board, start resetting my thoughts and stuff. That was fantastic, though.
Hell yeah, man! I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you continue to enjoy it and delve in deeper because there's a lot there.
Yeah, totally. Some things that I wanted to remember here is there was a couple. Let's try to think of some of the things you had to remind me of or tell me about. Like I didn't know that you rolled off on turn every round. That's crazy.
Yeah. And honestly, man, like it doesn't matter as skilled as like a skilled player at Age of Sigmar plays like they're going to get double turned. Like you have to play with that in mind because if you try to overextend and hope that you get it, you're just gonna get blown out. Like when you're not the one who gets it.
Right.
So like as you learn to play Age of Sigmar more, you're gonna learn to be like, okay, I need to make moves with that in mind. Like thinking about what happens if they win the roll and not me.
Right. And then on the pile-in being the closest model versus the unit, so you got to keep that in mind.
Yep.
Be careful with that. And then it was interesting. There's not a consolidate after the you pile in, but you don't consolidate after the combat. That's interesting.
Right.
Yeah, man. Shit.
But there's definitely stuff that gets to like pile in twice and attack and all kinds of stuff like that, dude.
Yeah. I want that damn General's Handbook now.
Right, I do too, man. That site I sent you has it on it, but it's not available yet. So I imagine that probably before or around when it actually comes out, they'll have it on there.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, cool, dude. Well, thanks a lot, Pat. Let's get together and play Age of Sigmar soon.
We will, for sure.
Awesome, dude. Thanks for the game.
Later, dude.
Later, Mike.